Good morning. Rats on getting first vest. Hello, hello. Wait, where are we? Let's go over here first. Hello. I hear the Arknights music in the background. That's distracting me. Hold on. It's fine. It's okay. You guys can't hear it, right? You guys can't hear it. Yeah, it's all good. as long as like, you know, I'll just take off my headphones. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to an Ark stream, an Arknights Ark stream. What day is it today? It's a Wednesday. Normally on these days we would be playing Limbus Company, but just so happens that Arknights had an update, a really big update with some new characters. And we also just finished Canto 9 last week, so I think it's a really good time for all of us to start something new until the next Canto of Limbus Company. So not to say that I'm going to try this out. This is going to be like a one-time thing. I'm not normally an Arknight streamer. You missed the Stardew stream now, Flower! I missed you. I feel like it's been so long. I've honestly been so busy. If you guys weren't here yesterday, I did announce that I'm releasing a new comic that's coming out every week on the Crystal Blitz channel, and not only that, it's going to be voiced on their YouTube channel as well. And maybe I can quickly give you guys a small surprise. We have a few VTubers on the team. Besides me, of course. I'm just the artist. But it means that maybe perhaps we can get a few VTubers to voice the comics. And I mean, my character's already cast. I can't say too much right now. I don't want to put this on my public accounts, but because you guys are here, you guys get a special VIP service. So the main character of my comic, I don't even know what his name is yet. I don't even know if I'm going to give him a name, but he is voiced by Porcelain Maid. And so that's going to be super exciting. You guys get to hear him sputter and cough and get punched in my comic on the first chapter. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Where is it? I'll post another link once the YouTube copy link. Once the YouTube video is up as well. I'm voicing it. No. No, I can't. I'm not a voice actor. Unfortunately. So the comic's up here. There's 4 panels. Don't miss all 4 of them. I decided to challenge myself by making 8 panels, not 4 panels, 8 panels on the first chapter. For the next few chapters, it might go back to regular 4 panel, but we'll see. Depending on how the flow of the story goes. It sounds like a big collab. It is. It's gonna be ongoing. It's gonna be released probably maybe every week. I'm crossing my fingers. I'm hoping I can get it as fast as every week. But if it becomes even bigger, it might take a little bit more time. It could be like once every like a week and a half or something, depending on what it is. But the sooner I can get it out, the better. I am aiming for once a week right now. Thank you for the 11 months of support, Shiro. Thank you very much. Yippee! Good evening to you. Thank you for the follow, Dark Phoenix. Welcome in. Doesn't look like there'd be a hamster. Why are you looking for a hamster? Why are you looking for a hamster? Flower, you only tweet about cats. That's all I see. Just meme cats everywhere. It's really cute, by the way. I love it. Oh, why hamster? If anything, I was expecting you to say, didn't look like there would be a cat. You would want to audition. You do sound like a hamster. Everybody go follow. Here, let me give you a shout out. Don't be scared. I'm gonna give you a shout out. New Flower, just listen to her voice. She sounds like an actual hamster. An hamster. There we go. Thank you for the super chat, Lost Cause. Hope it goes well. Thank you. Me too. I'm really hoping, crossing my fingers, because I've always wanted to write stories. I've always wanted to make my own comic, and for a long time, I wanted to make comics for myself lore. But at the same time, I am an extension of myself. And it's so hard, and honestly there's a little tiny bit of cringe that comes with it when it comes to writing stories for me, because I'm like, do I feel this way? I don't know. Do I react a certain way? I don't know. And it's hard for me to step away from myself and be like, all right, let me just view myself as another type of character that I'm just playing as. But I can't do that anymore. I am just me. Ark is Ark, and Ark doesn't change. So it's gonna be on Webtoon. We actually thought about it. We actually had a whole meeting about putting more our comics on Webtoon, just because Twitter algorithm keeps changing and it keeps failing. And so maybe perhaps we will put it on Webtoon. That has been talked about. It was considered. Right now the priority is getting JP voice actors, because we're missing a JP voice director, or at least the one that we had originally left. So we're finding a replacement first. Crystal Blitz right now is in Asia looking for one. he's traveling Asia looking for one. I know how to say, how old are you in Japanese? I think you should hire me. Nansai desu ka? Nansai desu ka, new flower. Actually, don't tell me your age. No, we don't want to dox you. Yeah. I was teaching people about the different languages yesterday, and mondai is like question, or no, a problem almost, or question problem, and it's the same in Cantonese, mantai almost. Very close, very close. 5002. Wait, what? Why are you spouting random numbers in chat? What does 5002 even mean? What is that number? What is 5002? Yippee! Hi, Celeste. Welcome in. Oh, you're talking about my age. My age. Yeah, that's my age. 5002. 5002. Numbers always confuse me. Every time I see them, my brain gets lost and it confused and it doesn't know what to do with it, and then I spout the wrong number out of my mouth. Hi, Ark is 67 years old. No, I'm 5002 years old. Don't forget that. 5002. I'm almost 5002. I'm 5001 right now. And on June 17th, I will be 5002 years old. I like older girls. That's me. Flower likes me. I'll take that. I'll take it to heart. I'll take it as a compliment. I will take it as a all the good things in the world. I am probably a lot older than some of you guys. That's how I feel. I think I am probably... You're allowed to call me a hag. Any plans for birthday stream? We're bringing back the wheel for sure. So for those who don't know what the wheel is, I do have a wheel with different options on it, and it will be fun. It will be a challenge for me. And the things on the wheel are things like, you know, do 10 push-ups, do jumping jacks. No, not do jumping jacks. That would, the entire room would shake. I'm not that heavy, but still. I don't know. Drink the funny juice. Other things like that. Maybe some karaoke on the wheel as well. You're older than me and you know that? Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. Anyone in their 20s, you're little babies. Little babies. Azuda, welcome in. Yeah, Miss Hag, hello, hello. Anyways, before we get started, let me just make sure everything's working properly. I did change the audio settings a bit because I realized that the noise gate was cutting myself off in the previous days, in the previous 2 days, and so it should be fixed. I have a second limiter on here. I don't know why I did that. Also, I'm a little bit loud. Let me lower everything. Actually, don't touch this. Don't touch this. The audio is always, going everywhere all the goddamn time. Schrodinger's audio. Schrodinger's audio frequencies. Schrodinger's audio settings, audio mixer. And you don't know what it is until you actually check it and you open it and you start stream, and then everyone goes, Ark, your mic isn't working. Ark, your audio isn't working. Ark, this is too low. Ark, this is too high. My ears is burning. It's exploding. My eardrums are bleeding. Hi, Scampy Dude, welcome in. Hello. Ark, you are too cool. No, you. Where did that even come from? Cole. Hi, Captain. Welcome in. Hi. All right. Anyways. Arknights time. There's no better Ark moment than some stream with scuff, don't worry. You know what? I feel like that's on brand for VTubers right now. If you don't have scuff on your stream, you're on your stream. On your stream, then what is it? That's not a VTuber stream anymore. It's nothing. It doesn't exist in the VTuber sphere. Everybody needs to have just a little bit of scuff, just a tiny bit. Yeah, it is. On the scream. Here we are. Let's get rid of the be right back sign. Everybody knows Arknights, right? Arknights is a gadget game. So the reason why I'm playing it is because there is a new event with new characters, 2 new characters. They are alternate characters of existing characters, which means that they're the same characters with a different class on them. Sometimes it's a different class. Actually, this time, I'm not sure. But usually they're a more powerful version of them. It's also an evolution of the original. I already got the 2 kitties. I'm so jealous. I don't have them yet. I only have 20 to 30 polls. I haven't logged into this game in forever. So I logged into this game just 2 days ago. I started logging in 2 days ago just to rack up a little bit of currency so that I have enough to at least do, a single 10 poll. And hopefully I will get them within, streamer luck is a thing, right? Streamer luck is a thing. Streamer luck has not been a thing for me for the past, what is this? For the past, I don't know, months or so. I have not gotten the characters I wanted. I've always gotten them off stream, but maybe today we'll get extremely lucky. I need to hug Mizuki and not let him go. Mizuki's so freaking cute. Mizuki is so freaking... You can find a lot of Mizuki fan art as well from the original artist's Twitter account, Nami. She's such a great artist. You got 150 polls. Oh boy, everyone I talked to so far was like, yeah, 100 plus polls, 100 plus polls. No, not me. All of their luck is going to going into my body. I'm absorbing every other person's luck right now because so far everyone has told me that it's 100 plus. Extremely lucky. Hopefully. What is this even? PRTS has been redesigned with no changes whatsoever to its functionality. There's a celebration thing. Is this a background? Gaze up at the peaks of white and let them resonate quietly in your soul. I don't know what that is. They're not telling me what this is. How is the volume, by the way? Can you guys hear it? Let's just double check. We gotta get rid of this one. Oh, there it is. Okay, so you guys can hear it. We had double audio. You love Mizuki? You? Oh, I love you too. Black Cat Mafia Boy. Oh, Phantom. I love him too. Me too. All of your favorite characters are also my favorite characters, but I don't have you, unfortunately. So for this, I always go with the last two tickets. Because, if I don't get good luck, then I don't get good luck. Shit, guys. I think this is the lowest number you can get. I think the highest is 800. And they're both 400, man. They choose the higher number of the two and they give to you. But it just so happens that, maybe all that luck is going to Magacha. All that luck is going to here. So we get one free roll every single day. The lowest is 300. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. 400, not bad then. Here we go. So let's just do that. The one free one. I got nothing. Nothing so far. Rubs my hands. Okay, now that's over with. All my shitty luck is over with. See, I could have gotten a 4-star there too, but they're like, no, we're gonna give you a 3-star. We're gonna give you a 3-star, which means that in this pull, we're gonna get everything good, right? Right? That's how it works. That's how luck works. The universe balances everything out eventually. And this is my balance. This is when the scale tips back. No. No. Nothing. We got a regular 5-star, but that's like to be expected. You know what? I'm gonna skip this. I'm going to skip this. So this is the 5-star that's already in the banner, the right up in the banner. I don't know who she is. What is her name even? Snow Hunter. Well, she looks kind of cool. Let's take a look at her later. Okay, let's do a lot of single pulls. Let's just do that. No, one more 10 pull and then single pulls. Good luck, Ark. Thank you. This is gonna be the W, right? Guys, not a single 5-star. I'm gonna cry. I'm really gonna cry. Okay, okay, single pull. Let's go. Oh, no. No, do you have yellow tickets? I mean, we'll find out later. Okay, that's a white one. Lava, I've seen you too many times already.
I'm Lava.
I've seen you way too many times already. Please, please, no more lava. Okay. Well, let's find out. How many yellow certs I got? Let's I think we can max this out. Let's max this out. Can I get anything else? Can I go for the second tier? I don't think I can. Let's go here. Let's just do this anyway. I know it's a waste, but we'll go for as much as we can. Anyways, just do this for now. Buy few of them. So maybe I can get some more from later. Are administrators and ministers as administrators a thing in Arknights too? No, the administrator does not exist in the Arknights universe. Administrator comes in way later. There are fan theories that the administrator is actually the doctor from Arknights, from OG Arknights. I really like Orchid's story. If anyone plays Arknights here and you have her skin, her skin story is really good. I was bawling my eyes out. I was crying.
I'm Lava, a caster. Here to join you simply.
We are running low. There's not much left, guys. So maybe... Oh, just a 5-star. Who are you?
Nice to meet you.
Lucilla.
I'm Ager, and my name is...
My name is... Lucilla. Oh, another one. I know no Arknights lore. You know what? It's fine. You don't need to. Today, we're not really going through the lore. Here's Almond.
Just call me Almond. Are you the...
She's really small. She's really cute. Okay, we still have a few more. One more. This has to be it, right? No.
Good day.
I keep jinxing myself. Did I miss the balls? I got nothing. Don't worry. Don't worry, Flower. I literally got nothing. There's nothing exciting about my polls. Just 4 stars. 4 stars and 3 stars. Maybe like 3 5-stars. That's it. Hi, Ponyu. Welcome in. Should I not binge the Arknights anime? I actually really did not like the sound direction for Arknights anime. I'd say that the anime was really just made for the fans of Arknights. And still, I remember there were scenes in the actual Arknight story where it felt so impactful to me. And I was like almost in tears. And then while watching the anime, and I'm like, where's the music? Where's the soundtrack? Where's the emotions? Like, I feel like it was missing a lot. But, I don't know, it's up to you. Some people did say that they enjoyed it. Some like for me, I'm the type of person who didn't feel like it was okay. And then I stopped watching it after the first season. Hi Kay, welcome in. Except the Rainbow Six collab. That one was fun. That one was really fun. New clothes? Kind of. Kind of. I've had this one for a while. There we go. Alright. So, this is it. Retracing. Hello? Is my game frozen? Oh my god. Amia, please move. Amia's stuck. Amia's stuck here forever. Oh no. Okay, you know what? I think I'm gonna have to like close and relaunch the game. Amia, please. Okay. Well, let's do that again. Maybe today is just a really unlucky day. It's fun. Anniversary much? Whoa, it's been a whole ass year, Kay. Yeah, a whole ass year. Thank you for the 1 year support. That's crazy. I sometimes sit here and I go, wait, have I really been streaming for a whole year? Doesn't feel like it. Is this really my full-time job now? I guess so. I thought you were that bright normally. Bright? Bright? I have different lighting. Is that what you mean? Like the lighting bright? Like visually bright? Or you're talking about my brain? Because I'm always bright, smart. If that's what you mean. Arknights. Here we go. Can't believe I've been on Twitch for a year. I'm also on YouTube. If anytime you want to graduate from Twitch, I am on YouTube. Almost 2, yeah. Almost 2 years. It is almost 2 years, huh? Just gonna do some quick things so that maybe later I can finish those missions and perhaps get just maybe 1 or 2 more roles.
I need to keep away from the electronics.
Please.
Hold
Please.
It really calms you down here. Think I'll get my 40 winks.
My 40 winks. Sometimes I need that too. Sometimes I also need some sleep. There we go. Retracing our steps. There we go. Guys, ready? Here it is, the PV. Isn't he cute? He's so small. That's Silver Ash. Hello, Ridgeway. Welcome in. No, not that type of graduate, Zephyr. So, Silver Ash and Prominix, they're siblings. They live in the snowy area. I forgot the name of this place. She became the main priestess of their village. What if I say I'm not ready? I'm gonna make you ready. I'm gonna make you ready. Kurog, that was a place. Who is that, guys? Who's the person sitting in front of them? That's not the doctor. Bam. That was really cool. That was such a cool transition. Oh my god, he's farming so much aura. Oh my god, look at that aura farmer. That's the northern wall. That's not. I have no idea what the hell that was. What are we looking at, guys? Who is he facing now? It's always a chessboard with him. So all we know about Silver Ash is that he's a master strategist. He plans every single move. The brains in the family. I am the storm that is approaching. That's the wrong game. I forgot the other girl's name that Prominix was reaching out to. She's like the mountain deity, the mountain god. Oh my god, he's so cool. Look at those animations. Oh my god. That was really extra. Kira. Named after the place Kirag. If he's the brains, is the sister the brawn. I feel like she's more of the protector. The village protector. Kirag's protector. It kind of matches up with her skills too, in a way. She has like AoE support skills. Selythan, hello! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. I hope you have a good day as well. Okay, what can we get here? Is this a new character? Hold on. No, it's just a skin, right? Ashton the Light Chaser. Wait, is this an altar version of her? I think it is. And then we can get furniture. It's Ashton's altar. Oh. There it is. This is the place's name. Kirag. I'm gonna lower the volume just a little bit. I raised it up for the PV. Stone floor projector. Wallpaper, stone table, and then everything else is just nyeh. I don't care too much. So what we're aiming for right now is the headhunting tokens. This is what's gonna get us our gacha pulls. The yellow tokens. What is this one? Oracular. Oh, there she is, guys. Here she is. Oh, she's so cool. Deal arts damage and slows the target for a short time. A supporter, yeah, support type character. So for those who haven't played Arknights and don't know what Arknights is really about, this is your first time seeing it, Arknights is a tower defense. It's a tower defense game, and so you place units on or operators on the battlefield. You can take them away, you can remove them, you can redeploy them, and you're essentially defending your point, your gate. Your gate is blue and the enemy's gate is red. So if you guys have played Plants and Zombies, if you guys have played Bloons, that's essentially what it is. Hello, Lone Wolf. Welcome in. Cute little gothies. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Ah, that's how I feel right now. And hold on. We did get one more 5-star here. Who is she? Who are you? This is not gonna help me. This is not gonna help me. Where's she? Ah, she's right here. Nuker and a crowd control type operator. Sniper. We've had a few of these before. Wait, this is a new attack range for a sniper. We don't really have much snipers that have this type of attack range. That's interesting. Increases the attack of next attack by 170%. What about the other ones? Reach Elite 1 to unlock. I want to know! Shall we just do it? I don't have much materials, but... oh no. Not like this. We can't even... Here it is. Immediately fire special bullets, dealing 120% attack for 2 shots. Can hold 1 charge. Hi, Clock. Welcome in. Good morning. Were you able to sweep the banner arc? No, I wasn't. Oh, she gets 1 more range. Okay, that's pretty cool. It's like, it looks like a penis. Sorry. Attack consume ammo to increase attack to 120% while not attacking. Ammo will be slowly reloaded. Oh, okay, so she's an ammo type character as well. Ah, max capacity 6, improved to elite 2. Okay. I see. I get you. She does look freaking cool. Oh, she has a little like otter thing. What is this? What is this even on her shoulder? Do you guys see that? That's cute. Is she an otter? I think she's an otter. She's an otter. Like a seal otter. No, that's definitely an otter. That's not a stout, a ferret. Maybe, perhaps. A ferret sounds more likely, not really an otter. A stout would be more, yeah, would be more to the description of what she looks like with all the white fur and stout and stuff. A stoat. Is it a stout or is it a stoat? What's the actual thing? Okay. Anyways, let's head here. Stout. Not, definitely not a bear. Okay, so for this, for all of the events that I play through in Arknights, we all know that the events take like 2 to 3 hours to read, and this is if you were to read fast. So for this stream, it's only 3 hours long, so we're actually going to skip through a lot of the story. We're going to skip through all of this. Actually, let's just see what this is about. Maybe we can get a quick summary. I believe you're wrong, sir. Maybe we can go through the first one. Victoria may be the strongest nation on Terra for now, but there's no guarantee that such prosperity will last forever. We're all familiar enough with the history of Victoria's 4 golden decades, nourished by the legacy of Gaul. So Gaul is an empire, for context. Gaul is an empire that's been overtaken. I'd say it's the land of the birds. Clown, hello, welcome in. Times have changed, however, when Victoria's productivity advantages eroded and her ambition to expand went unsated. The cracks of eternal strife began to emerge beneath the surface. Yeah, it's extinct France. I think that's a better way to put it. France is Gaul, yeah. The last king attempted to mediate between the factories and the merchants, but failed to propose a new path out of the dilemma. His end was inevitable. The same was demonstrated by the coup in Lithuanian not long after. Who emerged as the victor of the bloody struggle? No. It has been more than a decade since they hanged the Lord of Lions, but the repercussions of the coup linger to this day. So they're talking about Victoria right now, which is basically London, England. Lord of the Lions is, I guess, the king? The weight of Brighton, the River Mersey incident, have the Dukes been able to set aside their conflicts for even a moment this past decade? Everyone believes they will emerge the better for the struggle. Not one believes they're digging Victoria's grave together. There it is. That's the name drop. Victoria. Still in school? Don't worry. Don't worry. Prioritize school, clown. Prioritize school. My streams are not as important as your schoolwork, as graduating, as getting your degree, whatever it is. Brighton sounds like it'd be in England, for sure. That's how you can tell. You're like, oh yeah, that's definitely England. Brighton. If we do not see a change soon, an intensifying civil war will be what defines Victoria in this new era. Are they at a dinner party? That's what it looks like. Or some sort of meeting. Big meeting with big folks. Powerful old woman. I heard that a most eloquent young man stole the show today. One would be forgiven for mistaking you for today's headliner. I meant no offense, Your Grace. Duke of Castor. Oh, it's the round table. Hi, Weary. Welcome in. I'd hoped to make the acquaintance of more people of wisdom at your manor, but I confess to find myself disappointed. Do you consider yourself worthy of a position as a Duke's advisor, or even the Speaker of Parliament, then? Anyone can point out the ills that plague the nation. Curing it, however, calls for the proper means. A stroke of luck, even. It seems that I'm hardly the one who should be worrying about these things, though. What do you think? I remember your mother. You have inherited none of her humility or courtesy, but all of her boldness and irreverence. Inciotis. Is that the person that... Oh, this is... So this is Silver Ash, the young man that was speaking this entire time. The elegant young man, that was Silver Ash. And Duke of Castor. We've seen her before. We've seen her face in previous events. I just forgot who she is. And Ceotis is Silver Ash's real name. Silver Ash is just his operator code name. I have a 98 in class, I'll be okay. Are you sure? You sure about that? You sure? Actually, 98 is a pretty high number. The powerful old lady is... I forgot who she was. She did come up in the Rainbow Six event. She was one of the members, the NPCs in the story. But all we know of her right now is that she's the Duke of Castors. Was she in Phantom Story as well? I don't remember. You would have hardly found time for a distant relative from a distant land if I had not caught your attention this way. It was a rather inflammatory speech, but far from being enough to lay a foundation. Hello, Conan. Welcome in. We're just going through some story in Arknights. I've had terrible luck so far this morning with my gashapolls, but maybe after this stream, maybe after this story, maybe after all the nodes and all the fighting in the battles, the universe will balance everything out again. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. Okay, let's continue. Many young lads have visited this house intending to make their names amongst the guests, so as to enjoy the adoration of others in high society. How do I know you are not one of them? I have little interest in becoming a guest of honor at the banquets of Victorian nobility. I simply bring a modest proposal. The resources of Kirag and the industry of Castor complement each other perfectly. There is potential for equal cooperation. They're having a business meeting. Oh, they're making negotiations, guys. I am building Kirag's first transnational trading company, and I would like to extend an invitation. Equal. Equal. In 30 years, the name Kirag will lie on the lips of all the nations of Terra. We have nothing to lose and everything to gain from cooperation between our two lands. I commend your courage, but I doubt you have the means to make such a promise, child. You will assent. As a consummate and a visionary politician, you're well aware of the dilemma that Victoria faces. Or should I say, the Duchy of Castor faces. You will not lightly dismiss any measure that could improve the situation, however slim the chance. The fact that I stand before you now is proof enough that I am worth investing in. Be thankful you're young enough that I can forgive your impudence. Answer me then, young visionary, with your wit and guile. How does a country that has yet to adopt the Originium circuit plan on becoming the name on the lips of all the nations of Terra? Your doubts are well-founded. Industry and technology are certainly important, but for a nation, there are other things that are even more important. To be frank, the particular nature of Victorian politics may have clouded your eyes into the potential of a united nation. I believe... Goodbye, clown. I believe. He believes what? Maybe get a cliffhanger. And she stood upon the highest peak, pointed to the lake in the distance, and spoke. Remember the path you walked, and let not yourself forget. Fear the blizzard that has yet to come, and let not yourself be arrogant. Clutch your bows and arrows, pickaxes and hoes tight, and let not yourself be careless. Love your brothers and sisters, love your neighbors and friends, and love the rocks and hills, the grass and trees, and you will love your own siblings. Heed these words, and no calamity shall befall you, and your home and hearth will be safe forevermore. Hello, Kuluna. Welcome in. There it is. Kirag. A vine bead court elder. Sages, it's almost time. Have the doctors not found a way? For years, the finest doctors of Kirag and Victoria tried everything they could think of to purge the poison from the great elder. And in the end, it is not illness that takes him, but time. I see. May I see him? Of course. Please, deliver him in Kiragander's name. Kiragander is the deity. Kira is her nickname, I guess. Anya gently pushes the door open. The dying man's chest barely moves as he lies on the bed. He seems to hear the sound and cocks his ear with great effort before opening his mouth meekly. Anya, is that you? Great Elder. The 4 ears. How are you feeling? Would you like some water? No. Listen to me, Anya. What is your wish? Hi, Groove. Welcome in. We're doing a little bit of reading before we get to the main parts of the game, the mechanics. This is becoming a reading stream. Welcome in. The day. It's been too long in coming. Do you think that? This day has been too long in coming. Of course not. You taught me many things. You have done well. But I was a poor teacher. A poor elder. I was not even a pious child of Karagander. Great Elder? I haven't heard Karagander's voice for many years. I prayed day and night, recited the scriptures over and over, but she never answered my call. I sound like Naruto, that's hilarious. The old voice is tripping you out? I was lost. I was afraid. But I had to keep going. I thought if Karagander's will was to protect her people, it was not against her will to act in a certain way. I wanted to strengthen the Vine Bead's court's authority. I wanted the hearts of Karag to be united and firm. But I erred in many ways. One can lie to a man, but no one can deceive Karagander. She sees all that we do. She knows all our errors and our repentance. I know. I believed. But a long time passed, and I thought I had not been punished by Karagander. And so I stopped believing. Until last night, Karagander came to me in a dream. She did not reproach me. She simply walked in front of me, leading me to the lake, whose surface was like a mirror. And she said, "Oh, the rivers shall converge upon this place." And then I knew my time was up. I want to repent. I must repent, but it's too late for me. Anya, tell me, honestly, do you still hear Karagander's voice? Does she? Her followers must listen carefully to her teachings at all times. The noise of the land may deafen our ears to her voice, and the wind and snow blind our eyes to her teachings. But remember always that she is good, and those who forsake her walk in the wrong path. It is harder to be good than evil, to forgive than to hate, to be humble than to be proud. Those who tread this path must know it is a treacherous one, but those who stray from it shall find it even harder to return. Stop making all that noise, Yucatan. She's cute, guys. She's a fox, right? You take a look at her and you're like, oh yeah, I can tell she's a fox. Isn't it kind of funny, the fact that they have 4 pairs of ears and she still chooses to put her headphones on her, like, human ears? Maybe because it's easier, who knows? Maybe because there's so much fur in her animal ears that is blocking all the noise and she can't hear anything from here. Since when are you so restless at Scuris? I'm sorry, Matriarch, but I just can't help myself at a time like this. There's nothing I can do for her but pray. Always so uneasy, you and Scuris. She's my younger sister, and the future brown-tailed matriarch. A little thing like this should be no trouble at all. That idiot's in excellent health. You remember how she sneaked out to climb Mount Zhangfrau when she was 8 and ended up breaking her leg when she fell? They thought she'd never walk again, and in 2 months she was running and jumping around like nothing ever happened. No one gave it a second thought. Are we really sure that there's no lingering effects? No, of course there wouldn't be. That was so long ago, and the doctors say she's healthy as a bird and beast. But can those Victorian doctors really be trusted? Out of their heads if anything happens to my stupid sister. God damn me. It's been 4 hours. Why didn't they come out yet? Matriarch, report from Captain Mont. Shut up! Don't bother me. Whatever it is. I should close the door. Hold on. Hold on. My roommates are still sleeping. Understood. Let's take a deep breath, Matriarch. Kirigander will protect Russ. She's the gentlest woman I ever met. Who would Kirigander watch over if not for her? You're right. You're right. Kirigander. Oh, Kirigander. Hear my prayer. I am hardly the most pious of Kirigander's people, but now I must muster all my piety in the hopes that Kirigander will grant this one favor. If Clan Browntail must be punished for her past transgressions, then let all that punishment fall upon me. I will accept your anger, your wrath, but please, spare my foolish sister. That's a baby crying. But Kirigander... Is that her sister? The crying baby? No, it can't be. Her sister... That can't be. That was like a very much of a baby sound, but her sister seems like she's the type of character that could walk. A person who could walk. I must drive off to work. Goodbye, Zephyr. Have a safe drive. Bye-bye. Have a good day at work as well. Hi, Wiz. Welcome in. We're doing a little bit of reading today. Dear travelers, please note that train KT-392 departing from Lake Silbernehers bound for Break Pass will be delayed by 1 hour due to an inclement weather. Kirag Rail sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience. Please speak to a staff member at the information desk if you require assistance. Are Victorian trains ever not late? Looks like they're rubbed off in Kirag's rails. It's just a little wait. Frankly, I'd rather stay here for a while longer than deal with those investors back home. At least, they have good sissy milk here for free. But inclement weather, they say? Doesn't look like it's snowing. We must be in Germany. Maybe, perhaps. Are these German words? I don't know them. Wait, she's really cute. Who are you? Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Where are you running off to? What's the hurry? The trains aren't running. Sorry. Excuse me. Wait a minute. I've seen this trick before. You're a pickpocket, aren't you? Stop right there. Let me make sure you didn't steal anything. The Dutch ban? No, I don't know what that is. It's a train service notorious for being late. Oh, so that's what it is. I know that Arknights places and events and settings are based off of real life, but I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I mean, I feel like all train services are notorious for being late. Wait, hold on. That's a very generic thing. That's just a very generic thing. And then I just realized that you were joking. But we are perhaps in Germany right now. The woman breaks free of the hand grabbing her shoulder and runs in the direction of the crowd, vanishing into a sea of people. Hey, somebody help! Thief! Did you lose something, ma'am? My purse, my jewelry, terminal. Huh? Everything seems to be here. But that one? Probably some unfortunate sod trying to get on without a ticket. I told you, this is Pies Carag, not Post-Sport Londinium. One's after your purse. Who's that emo kid who walked past? By Karagander! Does trying to ride without a ticket get you hunted down by warriors in Karag? Oh my god, is that? Found you. Madame Caroline of Reen Lab. I know who you are, and what you've done. Come quietly, unless you want everyone under the sun to know. The Vinebead Court will grant you a fair and impartial trial. First, give me what you're holding. The woman silently clutches the folder in her arms and thinks for a moment before crying out without warning. No, Yuri unlocked. For real! Wait, I can see it! Wait, this is the Yuri colors! You have your super stoic emo girl, and then your cute one that's like brightly colored. Run! Run! There's a bomb in the station! The crowded station quickly descends into chaos at the woman's cries. The creator of the chaos once again disappears into the crowd. Down. Russ, so glad you're all right. How are they? The children? Perfectly fine. Your sister's taking care of them. Rest now and don't worry about a thing. Yucatan, there were a few times when I thought I was going to see Karagander. Every little bad thing I ever did came flashing back before my eyes. Even that time when I climbed that tree to steal Foul Beast's eggs when I was 8. What would Karagander punish me for? She already punished you, remember? That time we spent 2 months in bed? Don't worry about it, Rice. We made it through so much. Now we got another reason to keep going. We have to see Oak and Barry grow up. Karagander won't separate us. Yucatan. Is it snowing outside? It's a little cold. I'll add some firewood and get you another blanket. Sleep well, Russ. The winter will pass, and we can go see the flowers by the lake when spring comes. All of us. Together. Scaris closes her eyes and falls asleep quietly. It should be a moment of happiness, but Yucatan feels a rock in his heart. He looks outside. The clouds are thick and heavy, but the snow refuses to fall. This kind of weather is rarely seen in Karag. Maybe we're in for a cold winter this year, Yucatan thinks. When the winter passes... She is omnipresent. She cannot be sought. We need not question her existence. She is there when we choose to follow her. Do you remember this from the scriptures? No, this is not how it should be. If she is omnipresent and cannot be sought, then who hears her will, and who... You should rest, Great Elder. Don't let yourself suffer. I see it, Anya. I see unprecedented calamity descending upon Mount Caroline. I see a regime bringing ruin to the land. I see her abandoning Karag. Caught up in a bout of excitement, the old man stares outside the window, his face warped and twisted, seemingly seething in anger, or engulfed by a terror that defies description. Your old man voice is good. I was told I sound like Naruto. Hi, Era. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Good morning. Hello. We're doing a little bit of reading today before we get into the meats of this event. He raises his withered arms, trying to grasp something, only for them to fall back down meekly. Finally, he quiets down, as though he has expended the last sliver of strength he had. Great Elder. Enya, say a prayer for me. The final chapter of the Karagander. And all of the rivers shall converge upon this place at the end of it all, and you shall walk the path forward alone. And the path you shall walk lies beneath your feet. She sighs as she speaks the words. She turns around and disappears into the wind and snow from whence she came. Naruto's more gravelly. He is voiced by an older lady. His voice actor is an older lady, so that kind of makes sense. You have no hope of escape. The people of Karag know the wind and snow better than any outsider. Your arts are not effective here. We don't want to damage our relationship with Reenlab. Otherwise, I would keep you here by any means necessary to retrieve the military secrets that you stole. I'm not carrying your military secrets. I have no reason to believe you. You don't understand. Don't understand what? You don't understand what this data means. How long do you think your god will protect you? You can't talk your way out of this. Wait. What's with the clouds? Run! It's an avalanche! Today is hump day. Happy hump day! Happy hump day! She kind of loves a Gilberta. A little bit, yeah. But we actually have an actual Gilberta in this game. Maybe it's like the really poofy Twin Tails. The avalanche struck in an instant. A loud crack moved the mountains that had remained dormant for many years. Snow poured down the slopes mixed with rocks and black crystals, and all creation was obscured by gray and white. The mountains trembled, the echoes lingered in the valley. Few could comprehend what had just happened. It was the first catastrophe in history to strike this place. And thus the Yuri commences. And thus they kiss under the snow. Imagine making love in the middle of an avalanche. That's my type of Yuri. Or snow. Nobody could have predicted what would happen the first snow fell. Actually, I kind of like the story. Let's keep going. Let's keep reading. I'm Bosu. Hello, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Avalanche warning index increases when enemies near the avalanche area or when you deploy operators within, triggering avalanche when it reaches a certain level. Oh, it's part of the story. No, this is great. This is great. When they implement the lore and the story into the actual map. So what is going on? Where is the avalanche coming from? There's an index. Huh. Well, this is a tutorial stage, so let's figure this out. with some tutorial operators. I'm ready for some good music.
It'll be fine.
Alright. Oh, we get little robots. I wonder who the enemies are, if that's the case. Is this the avalanche trigger? This is the avalanche. It deals true damage to all enemies in avalanche area and pushes them tremendously. Pushes them? But which way? Oh, I'm guessing it affects this entire square here. Or more like a rectangle. True damage to all allied units in avalanche area and pushes them by 1 tile. If they cannot be pushed, deals more true damage and inflicts a stun. Operators are pushed in the Saintess statue's pointing direction. So, oh, this is a statue. This is a Saintess. Oh, this is a Saintess statue. Okay, and she's pointing in that direction, upwards, north. So I'm going to assume that they're all going to be pushed up. Huh? What happened? This is a place Karagander prohibits anyone from setting foot. She won't let anyone through. Look, it's a Saintess statue. She uses it as a medium to repel intruders with avalanches. Does it push them to follow their dreams? I hope so. I really hope so. Sharp is still there. Is he still beefing with the D-Gen? I don't know. I'm not sure. I forgot who died and who didn't die. Like, is Sharp one of the people that are still alive? Just like earlier, avalanches will occur in the direction of the Saintess statue is pointing towards, pushing enemies with great force and dealing true damage. All that just to drive some intruders away? Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Groove. Ooh, this next stretch feels really freaking good. Relieve thy tension from the shoulders. Oh, I didn't realize that there's gonna be vocals in this track too. Enemies need only stepping into the avalanche area to raise the avalanche warning index. So that's what's happening right now. This little guy is raising the index, and the Saintess' statue SP increases too. Once the warning index reaches a specific threshold, an avalanche will occur. So, oh, this is the index is the little bar, the little gauge that's under the Saintess statue. So, we want a lot of enemies in here so that they will get pushed. Gotcha. There's a big guy over there headed our way! He's pretty big. What kind of helmet is that? Ew, that's kind of nasty. Watch. The avalanche warning index increases based on the intruding enemy's weight. The heavier an enemy when they step into the avalanche area, the stronger Karagander feels their intrusion, and the higher the avalanche warning index will climb. Oh. I should have saved that for the big guy. It's fine, it's whatever. He just needs to walk a little faster. Come on, dude. Come on, guy, walk faster. Speeds up this fight. I'll back you up. You want her here? Isn't she a defender? Anyways.
Appropriate terrain for me.
The avalanche's area is flashing. An avalanche is about to strike. Is it gonna attack us too?
Don't even think of coming through.
Wait, hold on. What? Oh, what happened? What? Kerouac's fat shaming? No! Don't say. What happened? Oh, so it's being pushed this way to the right, not up. Oh. Operators in an avalanche area will also increase the warning index and trigger avalanches. Is low-key brutal? Was it hard? I don't know if I can finish this entire thing on this stream. Triggering avalanche will also push operators inside the area of the Saintess statue pointing direction by 1 tile. And they also take true damage. At least there was a deployable tile behind me. Were it not the case, I have taken even more damage. No room to fall back. Mind your surroundings and try your best not to trigger any more avalanches. We'll have to try and block enemies outside the avalanche area to keep Aurora safe. Huh? I was hoping Kuragander could help us drive away our enemies. From this position, concentrating our foes in avalanche area could prove advantageous, don't you think? Let's leave it to the doctor to decide whether to keep the avalanches coming or not. Have a good lurk, Lancelot. Those avalanche things kicked your butt. I feel like it will kick my butt too. Anyways, let's put you here for now. And let's just increase this.
There you are.
Make it fast. Go super speedy.
Here I am.
I need these guys to move, man. Oh, so, oh, they do get pushed this way. Ah! Aurora just died. She just exploded. Holy shit.
I trust your judgment. It's over.
Doctor? Please, come to your senses. There you are.
Alright, we can do this, guys. Whee! Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Arknight streamer, Shin! Hello, welcome in. Shin is... Oh, shit. Shit. My game froze again. No, guys! Guys! No, not like this. Okay, we're gonna have to restart this. Man, this game hates me. Shin is the real Arknight streamer, guys. The only thing Shin streams is Arknights. One day we'll get our Arknights PC client. Yeah, so what happens is whenever I move the game, I should stop doing that. Whenever I move it, it freezes. Hi, sentience. Hello, hello. I find it funny how this game has a vastly different vibe from the gameplay. A little bit, I guess so. When you think of tower defense, I just think of like balloons, right? You think of something that's like cutesy. Plants and zombies. Are you arcing your knights? No, I'm knighting my arcs. Wait, that would kind of make sense, lore-wise. Knighting my arcs. How many arcs are there? Here we are. Retracing our steps. So, I got it. We figured out how the avalanches work. The avalanches work. I believe this company copied your name. What if I told you I copied the company's name? Ah! The wheeling fell beast continued to circle above the snow, heralding news of death. More misfortune is still on its way. Okay. More misfortune? My team is kind of stacked for this. What if we just do this with like 3 stars? You know what I mean? Ready? Let's bring it low. Since we have our sniper, we just got her, right? We got our new sniper. She's a 5-star. Where the heck is she? Am I blind? She's right here. There we go. Ark, did you pull yet? I did, and I got nothing. I did get Snow Hunter. The art style is copied from you as well. I know, right? Shake my head. Shake my head. Why do game companies love copying actual existing VTubers? Small VTubers like me. I can't even sue them. I'm kidding about this. That did not happen. Okay, we have a Vanguard to generate SP. Who did we even bring? Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's bring Suitor's mom. Just because I don't really have her. I've never actually used her before. She slows and she stuns. Or the next attack deals an additional 190 attack as arch damage. Huh. I should really bring her to an E2. And if we're gonna bring Suitor's mom there, what is Suitor, guys? Sorry, not Suitor. What's her name again? Suzerain. There we go. Wait, hold on. Where did she go? I should be doing this instead. Quick select. Aha. Now we're talking. There's Nightmare. Let's bring you up. There's some people that I don't remember seeing ever, and I'm like, wait, who are you? Who are you? Why are you in the game? I don't know who you are. Here's an E1 Duggan Breaker. Is it E1 Pepe? A scam. Let's bring another E1. I think this should be enough. Do we even need healers? All I see is void. Oh, okay. Oh, my bad. Here we go. Wait. Wait. I can't read chat. I can't read chat, guys. I can't. There we go. Now we see things. Now we can see things. We got factor reset. It was off for like 2 minutes. You guys I was just talking to the void. Lovely. Lovely. Thanks for telling me though. Imagine I just kept going. Imagine I just kept going. I was like too locked into this game and I can't read. I can't read. Okay, add a random. Let's just go with this.
Why don't we all celebrate together?
I think this would work, right? I thought you alt tab to do something and can't show. No. No. The game froze and then I launched it and I forgot to like enable the viewing. Senshi from Food Dungeon. Yeah, that was Senshi. There was a Food Dungeon collab with Arknights, so I have all of the main cast from Dungeon Meshi in Arknights. Team Alpha, drop the supplies in the east side clearing. Set up medical tents in conjunction with the Palarock reinforcements and be ready to receive wounded. Right. I got the shades on. Team Bravo, take your shovels and wineskins and look for survivors in the ruins of the train station. Be thorough. Keep your eyes open for any cries. Alright, team, grab your gear and follow me. Try not to make too much noise. We'll still be looking at a second avalanche. A-team is on his way to investigate the mountains. Trust our people and trust in Kirigander's protection. Bye, Kirigander. Bye, Kirigander. Bye, Kirigander. Time's a-wasting. Get moving. Yes, sir. The manly husky voice. Before the voices disperse into the cold wind, the servants of Clan Silver Ash are already on the move, spreading out in the snow in every direction. They're not the only ones here. The white tide has torn a gash in the peace. Ooh, calling an avalanche a white tide it's kind of cool. It's a nice word replacement. Over here! This one's alive! Who are you? Sorry, this is... I've seen you before. Hey there! You're a son of X-Ark. You can take this. My leg! I can't move my leg! My leg is... Ah! Don't move! Someone in the back. Report. We dug a hole, but his leg is pinned under a steel girder. If we can't get it out of the way, we need a surgeon to... No, I'll try to dig it open a little bit more. Okay. Good news, the girder's already broken. All we need to do is lift it up. All we need is a little elbow grease. Over here, all hands on deck. Hold tight. 1, 2, 3. We got a gap. Pull him out now. I got it. Take it easy. Lift him up and pull him in the tarp. Careful not to pull the wound open. Slowly. Carefully. Got it. Stretcher. Out of the way. Stretcher coming through. Suppressed, restrained cries. Rescues, stretchers, survivors. The rescuers run back and forth in the white snow, their faces red with exertion, hot sweat dripping on the snow. Take over from me, Golo. Save every soul you can. What kind of voice do I give him? Right? But where are you going, sir? Sir Architraves, is rescue work in the south already done? No, Not yet. Good overseeing it. I came to find you. We're handling things here. No need to worry. Browntail's help has already arrived. They brought blankets and food. Madame Bertatos wanted to come personally, but she seems to be otherwise engaged. I figured as much. We know what's going on. Nobody blames her. Shidrak! The time of this bloody disaster! It came out of the blue. There were no warning signs, no chance to prepare. Yes, that's why I came to you. You know of the rules. The avalanche happened in Balaraka land and we're responsible for the mountains here. We've been watching the thickness of the snowpack. I've seen the records myself. Everything was normal. That's why I came to ask. Don't we have people at the Research Institute of yours whose job is to check on the mountains? What are they saying? Research Institute? You mean Rain Lab? Yeah, they spent all day in the mountains carrying all that newfangled gear. You're not telling me they didn't find anything, are you? They have their own projects to deal with. They don't necessarily focus all their attention in the mountains. Besides, we came as soon as we heard the avalanche. We haven't had a chance to find out what they know. Sir Enciodes sends Stackenbreaker of the mountains with the team. We should be back soon. This is sending chills up my spine. What in blazes is this avalanche? The wind wails, carrying snowflakes with it. The man turns around and stares at the mountain. He may be a mountain among men, but he is little more than a pebble before the silent mountains. Is that... A group was moving quickly down the snowy mountain path, heading for the two men. Have a good lurk, Marchie! Sir Matterhorn! We must let Sir Enciodes know at once! We found... The investigator's expression is deathly pale. His fur boots wet and gray with dirty snow. In the wind, his rapid, ragged breathing sounds almost like wailing. Matterhorn's voice feels like he'll cabin on me. Would you guys fall for him? Do you think he's a hunk? A handsome man, a handsome an oxen man. A handsome oxen man. If there is no further questions about the framework agreement, let us now move on to the detailed terms of the agreement. First, concerning taxation of the joint Casimir's mining endeavor. Sir, Madame Stackenbreaker's outside. She's got something to report. Right now? Yes, she says it's extremely urgent. When are you suing Arknights for stealing your identity? I just started streaming this year, guys. I just started streaming this year. He's kind of hot, not a fan of the horn type. You don't like the horny men? You don't like horny men? What's wrong with the horny men? What's this urgent matter? We found this in the mountain where the avalanche occurred. Stackenbreaker opens her gloved hand, and a small black shard of originium lies quietly in her palm. On a mountain in Karag? If the mountain by the train station counts the Karag? Both Gnosis and Rhodes Island have examined it. It's almost certain that... Stackenbreaker looks around her, making sure that there are no eavesdroppers, and drops her voice. This avalanche was a catastrophe. How many know? The investigation team is our people, so we can keep them quiet. But a number of those at the foot of the mountain have been infected. It won't be a secret for long. Instruct Matterhorn to set up a blockade and not allow civilians to approach. I want checkpoints in the mountain as well. Contact Rhodes Island and request secrecy in the housing and treatment of the patients. Tell them to contact Carl and Trade if they need any help. And tell Ratatos and Arktos to meet in the train station in 1 hour, whatever it takes. Understood. Anything else? Take a squad and go to the Vine Bead Court immediately. And tell Gnosis to take a team to protect the Reen Lab observation station. Understood. Enciodes checks his clothes and goes back into the conference room. The horse not big enough in the shape. As long as you're able to grip, then I think it's fine, right? Wood with Ansiotes, me too. Ansiotis is probably his name. I apologize for the delay. Let us continue. First, concerning taxation of the joint Keurig Casimir's mining endeavor. I'm glad there's not a lot of whining dialogue in this event. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there's a lot of like meandering going on. There's a lot of extra fluff. But so far so good, guys. It's been pretty straightforward. Everything's been pretty focused. I'm enjoying this event.
Preposterous! Preposterous! There has never been such a prophecy in any of the scriptures. Why would Kirigander punish us with the catastrophe? It's preposterous.
But it happened. She left us because she is angry with us. How do I explain this catastrophe if not by Kirigander's anger? Look at the crowd surrounding the Vine Bead Court now. There are pious believers in Kirigander, gentle children of Kerag. Ansiotis makes a little bit more sense to me, but Anchiotes may be a thing as well. Is his name German? Are we to tell them that the families and friends they lost, all their suffering happened for no reason at all?
The people are in trouble and their faith is shaken, but it is times like this that our own faith must be stronger than ever. How do we know this isn't a trial for Kirigander to reinforce our faith? Kirigander has not abandoned Kerag. Why would she punish Kerag for no reason?
Perhaps it's happened because we acted against Kirigander's will. Hi, Bibo Babo. Welcome in. The young cleric takes one look at the saintess in the middle of the hall, then lowers his head without a word. You may speak your mind. Saintess, I believe that this is the fury of Kirigander. It's a warning. Because the Vine Bead Court, because we made the wrong choice. We should not have allowed the faithless to build upon Mount Carland. We could have remained firm, rejected them. If they did not defy the temple of Kirigander and anger her, why would Kerag? His voice grows lower, but at the same time firmer. The hall is quiet, with no one speaking out in objection. I see. Is that what a Reddit mod sounds like? Like the old cleric? I imagined a Reddit mod to sound more like a dude in his chair. He's been glued to his chair for ages, for days, and he hasn't spoken a real word to anybody in his mother's basement. You believe that I, the saintess, have offended Kirigander and brought catastrophe upon Kerag? No, saintess, what I mean is... No. Your words offer valuable insight. It is not only the people at the foot of the mountain. Many who sit among us think the same way. This is what is happening now. People doubt the Vine Bead Court. And you, too, are anxious and wavering. Cleric Fangit, Cleric Renoa, all of you believe that Kirigander continues to favor us, as she always has. The other believes that Kirigander has... She bows and thinks for a moment, her alabaster face calm as ice. Recite to me the 3 protections detailed in Kirigander. Yes, Sages. The first protection, page 7, line 9 of the Kirigander. And so, she spoke to the shepherd boy, saying, I shall grant you shelter, and all that you may need. I shall hunt in the woods, and I shall plant seeds in the earth, such that you will have furs to wear and food to eat, and neither frost nor famine shall take you. And thus she protects us from the harms of cold and hunger. The second protection, page 25, line 17 of Kirigander. And so the protector came forth with the people, awakened the clouds of the myriad colors, and built high walls of earth watered with snow. And thus she protects our homes and our kin, and she taught us the means to defend ourselves from our enemies. And page 32, line 2 of Kirigander toward the end. That day she proclaimed to the people, My eye shall watch over you, my fur shall warm you,
My backbone shall protect you, while my flesh and blood shall bless you. Ye have learned the way of wind and snow, and learned the form of walking. You are the people of Kerag, and the land of Kerag belongs to you from this day forth. Very good. Now tell me, is there anywhere in the Karagander where Karagander promises that Kerag will always be safe from catastrophe? Are you making that promise to Karagander's people on her behalf? Many of the seated clerics look down without a word. It is quiet enough to hear a pin drop. The smell of incense fills the nostrils, but it feels as though the breaths have been frozen in place by the exchange that just occurred. Your words ring true, Satis. Catastrophe has struck Kerag. Some have died, others have become afflicted. The entire Snow Ram have heard the news. Fear, anxiety, sorrow, and even anger spreading throughout the people of Kerag. Our duty is to seek a solution. Certainly. Now is not the time for debate. My words are intended as a warning, not to fall into the twin traps of panic and prejudice. You are the faithful devotees of Karagander, and you understand the weight that words have. No member of the Vine Bead Court is to speak of Karagander's punishment from this moment forth. Tomorrow, I will go into the Hall of Writings and devote myself to studying the scripts and hearing her voice. Elder Adso. Yes, Saintess. As the new Great Elder, you shall oversee the Vinebead Court in my stead during my retreat. You are to carry out the duties of the court faithfully and diligently, from placating the people to conducting the memorial service and copying the scriptures for the repose of the deceased. Understood. We must have faith. Kerag has weathered many storms and overcome many challenges. The Vinebead Court is ever with the people. Melina from Elden Ring. What does she sound like? At least things haven't gotten out of hand. The girl exhales and slumped over in dusk, finally able to relax the back that she has kept straight as a fur in the snow. I don't understand. Why do people keep treating our god as a wishing well? Why do they attribute everything good and bad in their lives to her? I know this isn't how I should think as their saintess, but I don't understand why catastrophe would strike now either. Bring in the dressers, please, Kara. The funeral preparations are done. Starting tomorrow, we'll... Kara? Her maid's gone. What happened? The room is quiet, except for the whistling of the wind and the crackling of the fire. We know from previous events that Kiara could have been... She's probably the deity. She's probably the goddess. She's probably the goddess of the mountain. In disguise, as her maid. Enya turns to find that the room is completely empty. Kiara, where are you? The handmaiden, who should be at the saintess's side at all times, is nowhere to be seen. There is only Enya's own shadow, thin and long, in the light of the fireplace, flickering in the dim room. Kiara? Enya, tell me honestly, do you still hear Karagander's voice? There it is, they're alluding to it, that the handmaiden is Karagander. Did some of the siblings come home, or you didn't pull yet? I didn't pull it. I mean, I pulled. None of them came home. I had like 20 pulls, 30 pulls perhaps. It's okay. We'll come home eventually. I hope. You're done with the test. Congratulations, clown. I can finally rest. Welcome back.
Stay strong. I'm staying strong. The crackling of burning firewood echoes throughout the empty room. The wind continues to wail outside the window. She can almost hear the cries of the bewildered devotees at the foot of Mount Carlin. Enya recalls the day that she first came to the Saintess's quarters. An unfamiliar room, an unfamiliar smell. Home was well in sight, yet she would never return there under her own name. At that time, she felt the same emptiness, as though this room were a snowy cave. But she had grown accustomed to having a companion, someone to whom she can pour her heart out, someone on whom she can rely. Anything happened while I was gone? Quick summary, quick recap, I guess. Handmaiden is gone. Some of the clerics there was a catastrophe that happened, which is the avalanche. And that's pretty much it. People are dying. People are getting afflicted with aropathy. But now, the Karagander scriptures lie open on the desk. The dressing mirror reflects the girl's helpless expression. Have a good lurk, Josh? Kar, you promised me you wouldn't disappear so suddenly. Exactly what happened? Enya and Kara's Yuri coded? They are! They are! I don't remember how long they've been with each other, but they're always side by side.
Departing any moment now.
Oh my god, what is that? Snow Child. Takes extra damage on colliding with high ground. That's so cute! Look at this! It's a teddy bear snowman! Anyways. Let's go here for now. Do this. Get some extra DP in. I forgot that I don't have my normal team anymore. We'll see how this works. Everyone's gonna be behind the line. Hopefully. Oh no, I don't like
Hide
this.
your smell.
I should have thought about this a little bit more. Then who do we put here? Pepe? They might have enough damage. We'll see. And Dragon Breaker, you're here. Dragon Breaker does the most amount of damage out of this entire team right now. I think. They're actually quite tanky. Some extra damage here. Sorry for lurk. Don't apologize. You're fine. This is my streams are lurk friendly. Feel free to lurk. I'm happy when you guys are just lurking and chilling. That's what my streams are for. My streams are here to be background noise for when you guys need work to do and you're like, I just want some noise in the background. You're good. You're a good flower. Oh my god, that's one big boy! Oh, one big boy! Oh boy, okay, where do I... you're gonna be okay, right? You'll be okay, right? By yourself? She'll be okay. I believe in her. Her name's Degenbreaker. She breaks all Degens. She's the sword breaker. The degen breaker. That's what she is. Wait, what the? Oh, I guess that's what's that's what happened. So people who are in ranged tiles can also go into melee tiles. Interesting. If I don't chat, I'm already asleep. Before you go to bed, I just want to tell you, rest well, take care. Good night, have a good lark. Yeah, this is what OG Arknights looks like. I actually enjoy this a little bit more than Enfield. That was fast. An observation station of this size built in such a short period of time. Business must have cried tears of blood when they approved the budget. Actually, we got more sponsorship offers from financial institutions than we could handle the moment the committee approved the Karag observation station. If anything, funding was the least of our worries in this project. Honestly, Silence, I didn't expect the committee to approve the proposal so easily. I had my reservations. I still think the Rain Lab is too adventurous in regard to research in the Star Pod. There are numerous potential risks that we have not fully considered. But I also recognize that the stability I hope for may never come. At the end of the day, it's the specific people in whom we place our trust. Well then, thank you for your trust. Silence of the Scientific Ethics Consensus Committee. I hope what we're doing is worth it. Of course it is. This station is a unique opportunity for the company. In addition to the Star Pod research, the low originium environment of Kirag also offers a rare opportunity for biological research, not to mention Miriam has wanted to visit Carlin for ages. Even Ferdinand came up with a proposal for the station's core power supply just 2 weeks ago after we got approved. Of course, he buried his head in his theoretical research right after that. Elena from Energy is handling the actual implementation. Let's hope our interaction with the Kirai goes smoothly. I believe that there will be no need to worry about that. The door to the observation station opens from the outside. The visitor flicks away the snow that has fallen on his shoulders and walks in. Ethnosis! We meet again, Mr. Edelweiss. Just a regular visit to see if you need anything for the construction of the station. It seems like things are progressing quite smoothly. Gnosis looks up at the bright lights installed in the spacious ceiling of the station. Rain Lab and Carlin Trade have worked together to build this little temple, sturdy and bright, in an astonishingly short period of time. Compared to the houses of Kirag, its bold, futuristic design might as well have come from another world. Carlin Trade will do everything in their power to assist Rain Lab's observation project, providing any assistance necessary outside of the scope of work. As long as the terms agreed in the treaty are upheld, you will enjoy maximum freedom to conduct your activities in Kirag. Thank you for the generosity, Mr. Edelweiss. Research has always been the sole purpose of Rain Lab. We have no reason to violate that treaty. Of course, I believe as much. Such transnational cooperation is unprecedented in the history of Terra. It will undoubtedly produce its share of obstacles. I simply wish to express that, as long as we proceed with due candor in the sharing of scientific information, we will be able to avoid that sort of accident in the occurred of tri-mounts. Oh, I forgot to ask, will the Saintess come and visit the station? I expect she will attend the opening ceremony once the facility is complete. Is there a particular reason why you hope to meet her? Oh, nothing serious. I'm just a curious critter. I kind of remember the Saintess wasn't too into our project, but then she flipped around and agreed all of a sudden. I just want to know what made her change her mind, and I figured that it'd be a great chance to ask. The Saintess has a very busy schedule. If you wish to meet her, you may want to attend some local ceremonies, if the fancy strikes. The Saintess and the Vine Bead Court would be very happy to receive you. Let me know if you have any intentions, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Pointy ears. Yeah, there's actually not a lot of elves in Arknights. I think Muelsis might be the only elf that we know of. She's the only one. It's part of the lore, too. Apparently they're very, very rare. Well, aren't you meticulous? You seem made for this job. Yeah, literal elf. I'm simply showing you proper Kirag hospitality. It's our mutual hope that this cooperation will be a fruitful one, free of trouble. Much appreciated. Our project wouldn't be going so smoothly without your help. I would not call it help. We are simply trying to achieve the same goal. Carlin Trade will connect the mountains of Kirag for you, paving the roads and providing the necessary freedom for your activities. In turn, Rain Lab will share data from your studies to our local ecology and assist with medical development. The contract details have to go between Dr. Fitzroy and Carlin Trade, of course. I'm a researcher, not a diplomat. Just want you to know that Reenlamp has come to the sacred place in good faith. On this, I think we are of the same mind. They shake hands with nods and smiles, an image that could have served as a perfect press photo. There is no need to worry. We will continue along as friends, assuming we both abide by our agreement. Silver Ash is his boyfriend. Yeah, the Yuri and the Yaoi and the Yuri and the Yaoi, and they're everywhere. Oh my god, they have her new skin here. The representatives of Carlin Trade are here, Alina. They want to meet a representative of Greenland as soon as possible. Why? We don't have any scheduled meetings with Carlin Trade, do we? Is it because of the catastrophe? They want to discuss the cause and at least obtain the data observed by the station. Right. Did you see Caroline anywhere? She's supposed to be in charge of the observation data, isn't she? Is the other question I have for you. No one's seen her since yesterday morning. What? Hello, Clock. On YouTube. How's the stream? Did you bring Silver Ash home? I didn't. He's still stuck out there in the void. I have yet to pull him back in. Hopefully soon. Men with guns surrounding the station, demanding that all our researchers gather at the lobby for questioning. Is this how Carlin Trade treats its friends, Mr. Edelweiss? The researchers stand around the spacious lobby in small groups. Gnosis and the guards of Clan Silver Ash occupy the outside area near the door. What happened? The two groups stand opposite one another, as though separated by an invisible river. You got another one? Shin, that's mine. What are you doing? That's supposed to be mine. That's my Silver Ash. What the hell? As a request, not a demand, and it seems that not all your researchers are accounted for. Just who exactly are you looking for? A researcher who was spotted in a restricted military zone of Kirag. Gnosis scans the faces of the researchers one by one. The strong guards stand silently while the researchers exchange wordless gazes. She's not here. It seems that the Rain Lab is not fully aware of your researchers' whereabouts. If you're accusing us of espionage, I'll ask that you submit your complaint to the official channels. We are unable to cooperate with impromptu investigations like so. Of course, there's another reason why I'm here. I'm sure you've heard about the catastrophe that occurred within Kirag's borders several hours ago, something that has never before happened in our history. Panic is spreading, the people's nerves are sensitive, and anything new may provoke a reaction. I'm sure you understand what I mean. Should I trust that you're not one of the sensitive ones, Mr. Edelweiss? My views on this matter, and Carlin Trade's views, are not important at this time. What is important is that the people want an explanation. I hope to work together with you to find the cause of this catastrophe. I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. I just checked the station's observation logs. There is nothing out of the ordinary in the 72 hours preceding the catastrophe. So you're telling me that the observation station did not detect anything abnormal leading up to the first catastrophe to strike the land in 1,000 years? That's the truth, at least based on our observation data. Alina? It's all right. Mr. Edelweiss wants the truth. We'll give him the truth. The primary objective of this observation station is to study the star pod. Current research shows no relationship between the star pod and catastrophes. Similarly, any assertion that building an observation station here might bring catastrophe to Kirag is purely speculative with no basis in evidence. Wait a second, Alina. Now's not the time to be argumentative. May I be frank? You may. The young woman's voice is calm, her gaze firm and unwavering. I won't mince words, then. This may run contrary to the Kerouac's faith, but from a scientific perspective, so-called sudden catastrophes are not an abnormal occurrence. It is the peace and quiet that Kerouac has enjoyed for so long, and the attitude of taking it for granted. That is truly abnormal. The lobby is completely quiet. Alina's words echo to the end of the corridor. When this observation station was first established, Rain Loud considered adding a catastrophe warning system. Unfortunately, we placed too much trust in past experience and did not consider the installation of the system to be a priority. If we are to take remedial measures, the real priority should be for Reen Labs and Carlin Trade to go back to the negotiation table and establish an effective catastrophe detection system in Kerouac as soon as possible. A most astute observation, miss. I agree completely. Carlin Trade will make developing catastrophe detection system a top priority. We would like to obtain a copy of the station's observation data from the past month. May we expect your cooperation? Of course. One moment, please. Welcome back, Kaluna. I didn't know you had it in you, Alina. Sorry. Director Muelsis, was I too hot-headed? A little bit, maybe. I was just angry at how science has to explain for perceptions that are completely unscientific, no matter where we are. We have to recognize that science may be a very distinct thing for a lot of people. The people and the things that trouble us are part of the land. It's not something that we can just ignore. Like Silence said, science is a clear, incisive look at every one of us. I know, but this is just so absurd. Never mind that for now. Let's get the data we need. Data, it's not like we'll find anything. Wait, this graph. Alina picks up the scattered papers and notices the shape of a certain curve on a spectrogram. This is impossible. What is it? This machine is used to study the star pod structure by bombarding it with high-powered particle beams and observing the resulting electromagnetic radiation. But I just realized that the data obtained between 3 to 4 a.m. on December 7th is identical to the data from the same period on December 4th. An unusual coincidence? No, it's impossible. Just like how no two snowflakes are completely alike. Atmospheric electromagnetic radiation is constantly changing. There's only one possibility. If the exact same waveform is displayed during the same time period on 2 different days for an entire hour, someone altered this data. Falsifying data to support a hypothesis? But people don't usually pull shenanigans like that until way later in the project. Got any idea who might done it? December 17th, the day before the catastrophe. My brain hurt. My brain hurt too. Math, that's not my thing, guys. Physics, Just one observation duty was... Carolyn. Could it be? Angry shouts pierce through the metal walls. Through the metal walls? Whoa, I thought metal would be like very, very... Actually, maybe they're not that... Maybe they're more vocal conductive than I thought. Give Mount Carlin back to us! Back to Carrig! Back to Carrigander! Get off Carrigander's land! Uh-oh.
It's finally over. You all worked so hard.
You've all worked so hard. Have you guys worked hard? Have you guys? Let's see what we got here right now. What have we got? What is this? Oh, this is just the... Oh, these are just the thingy thing. What? Wait, hold on. What? Wait, what? What? What is this? Carlin Trade Engineering Manual. Avalanches have severely damaged the Karak train station. Collect resources to earn reconstruction points and complete the stages to help rebuild the station. Use repair plans to advance. Then collect different resources to complete various tasks and obtain reconstruction points. Earn enough points to complete the reconstruction. Different tasks grants different numbers of points. The more points you earn, the higher the score that you will get. What? New repair plans are given every round with randomly generated numbers in certain range. No! You can use them to advance or collect resources. Move clockwise on the map. Fix the number in the plan determines how far you go. Collect the current no blah 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 blah. We'll figure this out as we go. Let's see whatever this is. Oh god. Doctor, avalanches have severely devastated Karak's train station. Gather a variety of resources as you roam around with a limited number of rounds to collect reconstruction points and assist with our rebuilding efforts. This is the task list with the amount of resources needed. All tasks are simultaneous as you gather resources, and completed tasks will be replaced with new ones automatically. What is this? This here is the center of the station map. Okay. This one? You can check your current position and preview the type and amount of resources available in other nodes. This feels like Frostpunk. Is this Frostpunk? The bottom row is your action zone, and every round you can use a repair plan to either advance or collect resources. When collecting resources, the value in the repair plan multiplies the node's base yield. These are just words to me, honestly. They're like going into my brain and out into my head, out my other head. Whatever that means. Gain X times the node's basic resource amount. You must first advance before you can proceed to collect the resources in the current node. When collecting resources, you can use repair plans with ascending consecutive numbers to start a combo. I hate math. I'm like number illiterate, guys. This is not going to happen. How many rounds you completed here? After tapping end round, unused repair plans will be cleared as you begin the new round. Different regions have different site effects, which you can check by tapping here and utilize them to your advantage. What's 9 plus 10? 90! Random several nodes they grant 2 times base resources production every 2 rounds. So they said move clockwise? How do I do that? Oh. So this is wood. This is this stuff. Okay, so everything needs wood, it seems. And this is 2 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 plus 4. 2 plus 4 plus 2. Shit. 1, 2, 3. What about 3 plus 3? But I need a lot of the other stuff. 3. Okay, we'll do 3 first. Advance. Plus 3. Get more wood. Advance. Oh wait, I have to go back. Ew. Oh, I can't get it. Shit, I messed up. So, you guys see what's happening right now? So, when I click on these numbers, it advances to those certain steps. So, either I can collect things with this one and this one. So, we're doing some... No, I can collect things here. We're doing math. Okay. Not okay. We'll do 4. Okay, we'll collect... Oh, what the fuck? There's combos! Advance? I don't what the heck? What? I don't think I... No. 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 That was bad. I don't know. What the frick are combos? Does it just add? Does collect mean that add both? Okay, so these ones... We want to land here. We want to try landing here. See what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's... Oh, 4 plus 1 equals 5. Yeah? Plus 1. Cool. Shit. Oh, so I don't actually advance. Ah. Ark, it's so easy to understand. I don't... Oh, I get it. So the number could either meet advance or collect that number. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay, so I want to keep the big numbers. Okay, I want to keep the big numbers. 1. We'll advance all the way up to here. Do 1. And then 3 collect here. Ah. Ah. You want to keep consecutive numbers like 1 to 3 so you can combo. So keep these ones. Hold on. What the hell? What? Okay, what the heck are the combos? See, I read things, but I was like, what? So this wouldn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's 3 plus 3? 9. So not these ones. I would assume that I want the big ones to collect. And this. Unless... Oh. Oh, consecutive numbers combo. Oh, okay. 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 One, 3, 4. 3, 4, 5. Okay. Shit. Maybe I'll do 4 first. No, but it doesn't land on the 2. It doesn't land on the 2. Does this one land on a 2? No. This one does, though. No. This one does. We're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to go all the way here. Collect this one. We're gonna combo with this one. Do I need more wood? Yes. Always. Ah, my brain is back, guys. I understand now. Receive at least 4 reconstruction points to continue. Oh, we already passed, guys. I'm so smart. Oh, I'm so smart, guys. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Wicked, wicked smart. Oh, we doubled the points. Come, Doctor. I can already hear the workers and the villagers calling to you. Countless people want to thank you. Maybe you should set aside some time before the ribbon cutting to let them shake your hand. Yeah! Everybody wants to shake my hand because of how smart I am. Completed! Best record. Cool, there's more. Let's try a harder one. Let's try a harder one. Wicked smart. Now all I need are wicked pulls. Okay, so it's the same thing. Every 2 rounds, I get 2 times. Alright. Let's do this. So keep the 1, 2. And just go into advance. But I'll collect this. Actually. What do I need? I need gear. Okay. And this one, collect. Oh, guys, I think I'm getting it. The numbers aren't too bad. I think I can pass my math classes now. See, I didn't do well in math class. What happened was 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, essentially what happened. 5? I needed to land on either gear. You know what? Screw it. We're doing, because you know, everybody has a thesis at the end of your course. Everybody has what we call a thesis. And so, I remember from my math class, for my thesis, I got really stuck on something. And so, I asked my math teacher, I was like, hey, I need help with this. And he goes, okay, after class, I have a little bit of time, so why don't we talk about it after class? And once after the class was over, came up to him, and then he goes, by the way, Ark, before I even said anything, before I even asked him about my question, before I even asked anything about my thesis, he was like, what school are you going to for a university or college? And then I was like, oh, this one art school. And he goes, fuck it. He's like, you don't need my help. And he just like left me on my own. He just wrung me out there to dry. I was like, what? He was like, doesn't matter, you don't need this class anyway. It's okay, I'm used to it now. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. One. We're 2 out of 10, guys. I don't know. Can we do it? What do we need? We need, like, gear. We need more gear. We need way more gear. Okay. Oh, there's no consecutive numbers here. No! Not like this. Uh-oh. Collect. 5. Advance. Collect. Uh-oh. Guys. I don't know how I could do this. I'm not wicked smart anymore. I thought I was wicked smart, but no. I'm just stupid. Okay, what do we need? Gears? 1, 2, 3, 4. What? Where am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What's 9, guys? Five plus 4. Oh man, I just wasted that round. Oh no. Oh no. I must leave. Enjoy the vent base. Thank you, I will. Enjoy the rest of your day, shit. Bye bye. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How about we just head to the gear? We'll just collect this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wood. None of the woods are 2 times. It's over. It's over. Oh, it's fine. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here. Do I even need 16? No. One. There we go. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Okay, this is the last one. Oh, I just need 2 more. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. It's all because Flower called me Jie. That's why. Thank you very much. Now I can proceed. Now I'm gonna win. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. I guess we just move 1. And I get this one. Okay. Okay, we did it. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. That was hard. That was difficult. Oh god, we got 10 out of 10, but we didn't go past it. Just enough. Repair plans with ascending consecutive numbers. Blah 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 blah. Gnosis. I get it. Alright. Well, that was... I just want you to do that. Now we take a look at this. Now let's grab that. Now we take a look at this. Can we get anything? No. No, we cannot. Okay, let's keep going. A visitor knocks on the door, bringing fine wood and wine, putting on a show of friendship, waiting for a sign of weakness he can exploit. An evildoer. Who could it be? Have a good lurk, Groove. We're gonna make this a little bit easier for ourselves. Actually, it wasn't too bad with this. I like the music there.
There they are, the unclean who defiled Mount Carlan and the faith of Kerag. This iron house of foreigners have anchored Karagander. Oh, Karagander on high, forgive us. The sound of praying and sobbing mixed with angry shouting. The sounds weave into a rope, connecting tearful, fearful, and angry faces surrounding the nearly built observation station. The steel door remained unmoving. A wizened voice cuts through the crowd. Remember that the wind wrapping the mountains does not come from nowhere. Hi, Azumagi, welcome in. The wind continues to roar. The old woman walks across the snow to the tightly shut door, her voice clearly heard by the others. It is her breath sweeping down from the snow-white peaks. It is her ever-vigilant watch rising from the deepest valley to the highest cloud. It will drive out the miasma of evil and the parasites that hide amongst the rocks. It brings all the sounds back to her ears so that she will hear in the mountains bright and clear. Wait, is that door moving? Yes, they're opening the door. Our protest work. Open up and hear our voice. Listen to the true voice of Karagander's people. Listen to the voice of Kerag. You are not welcome here. You must leave. Outsiders of Mount Carlin, go back to where you came from. Outsiders of Mount Carlin! Outsiders of Mount Carlin!
The cries grow louder and clearer. Someone stretches out and waves toward the sky. Is it the result of sincere prayer? Or did the combined force of the invocations cause steel to tremble? The door opens. All breaths are abated in the silence. Oh no. Oh, it's just Silver Ash. That garb! Are they from Clan Silver Ash? The one behind them! The Edelweiss! Did he come to send the outsiders their way? He'd better. They were the ones who brought those people in, and they should be the ones to pick up the mess. But something about his expression. Clear out the protesters. Avoid casualties. Put down your weapons. Back off. We're not backing off. Why are you telling us to go away? The ones who should go away are... Keep your hands off me. Otherwise, whose side are you on? Whose side do you think they're on? Their weapons and shields are pointed towards us. Isn't it clear enough who his friends and enemies are? A blizzard is coming. You should leave before the road is completely blocked. No need to worry about the dangers along the way. Clan Silver Ash's guards will ensure your safety and bring you back to... Ugh! Grandma, wait, don't! The old woman forces her arms through the guards' ranks. Oh, she's so brave. Her movements are swift without hesitation. The cold snow splashes upon the Liberi's face. Winter is coming. May Karaganda forgive your sins! Pity and resolute mercy congregate upon the wrinkled face. Her cold finger touches Gnosis' forehead, leaving behind a simple curved line. A Karag ritual intended to drive the evil out of a child afflicted by fever. May her miracle drive out the miasma of evil, the parasites that hide amongst the rock from you. Remember that the winds of Karaganda have visited upon your stubbornness before. Now you send her away. Go home, madame. There is no change in Gnosis' expression as snow melt flows down his face. The winds in the mountains are harsh. Don't catch a cold. Damn, he's just ore farming now. Ooh, how pretty. Ooh, I love this background. Karag, the beautiful paradise, clean and pristine, beneath the wind and snow, pious and pure, under divine protection. The faith of its people is firm as the mountains, never wavering, or perhaps a single flake of snow is all it takes to begin its collapse. What do you think of the catastrophe? Will it shake your faith in Karagander? The fate of Karag isn't so weak. The people of Karag has never wavered, even before the toughest trial. I'll send out for Mount Caroline once the catastrophe is cleaned up and my leg is good again. The son of Karag will drive out all corruption and evil, and those who bathe in it need fear neither pain nor illness nor the stone disease. Karagander is great. Karagander is kind. She will never abandon Karag. Everything will go back to the way it was once we clean up the snow. I'm glad he's so positive. I love that guy.
Of course! It's all the fault of the Rainlap people! Everything started going bad when they came. Karag doesn't need no observation station. All we need is Karagander's protection. Drive them out, give back my peaceful life, and my mom and dad.
Is there anything I can help? Wait, you're Victorian. Get your pitchforks! Who let this one in the village? Colombians and Victorians? Is everyone making their homes on our turf now? Get lost. You're not welcome here. She's cool. Phew, this is tougher than I thought.
Do you need some help?
Oh. Hi, I'm fine. I'm just short on film. I don't suppose I'll be fine. I'll be able to find any here. Let me see. You can get this model from the Central Mall in the Silver Ash Domain. Nice pics. Are you a photographer from Victoria? A reporter, to be exact. Good timing. May I get an interview? Who? Me? There's a lot of racism in Arknights. There's a lot of xenophobia in Arknights. How do you view the catastrophe that just occurred in Kirag? How do you view your faith when Kiragander no longer protects Kirag from catastrophe? I thought I heard you talk about Kiragander and catastrophes from over there. You want to know how Kirag people think? Of course. We came to report on the true Kirag. People in other lands know very little about it, and we want your voices to reach them. There's no need to be burdened by the weight of religion. Liberate yourself from the systematic oppression of rules and tradition and tell me what you truly feel. Wow, I never heard so many big words spoken in a single breath. My view on catastrophes is simple. Catastrophes outside Kirag are really bad, and it's the same for the catastrophe in Kirag. People who suffer and get hurt everywhere makes me sad, and I wish these things never happened. As for faith, may I ask a question? Does Victoria have a god too? Victoria? Yes, I'm curious what the god of Victoria is like. Is he really pretty? Does he get angry easily? You've been going around the village asking questions for days, but you don't talk about anything other than Kiragander is angry, and Kiragander has abandoned you. Hi, Firestar, welcome in. So I thought maybe faith to you is something that's colder and harsher. A smile appears on the girl's face. Her cheeks rise, and her voice is light and spry. She is Silver Ash's other sister, by the way, for those who don't know. He has 2 sisters. I believe the god of Kirag isn't like that. Kiragander is like the people of Kirag, generous and kind. She doesn't get angry over cable cars and factories or light bulbs and books, and she won't throw a tantrum by causing catastrophe and taking lives. Kiragander isn't petty like that. Kind of like that. I love that. Heave ho! One more box. Move over! Alright, put it down. You've got room in your truck? We've got another 15 barrels of Bird and Beast milk wine. Can you bring it with you? 15 barrels? You want to keep it? Can't have a big bar like this and nothing for guests. The 3 great clans alone have donated plenty of stuff to the affected village, not to mention the local gentry. A few barrels of wine, more or less, won't make much of a difference. Milk wine? Imagine fermented milk. Isn't that just yogurt? I don't like to hear that. They can donate, but I can't? Who are you to decide whether they need it or not? Which of us has actually seen a catastrophe before? Or cheese, you're right, or cheese. But that's too much. It's not. I know, you're short on wine. Not only does wine keep people warm, it actually doesn't, guys. That's false information. I love spreading misinformation. Wine it tricks your body into thinking that it's warm, but it doesn't actually. Red wine, my favorite. It can also be used in medicine and even to disinfect wounds when necessary. If we had all this stuff back then, well, never mind. Anyway, you're taking it. Not 1 barrel less, or I'll take it as you saying I'm not one of you and I don't belong to Kirag. Wait, that's not what I meant. Then take it. Think of it as doing me a favor. You know how that father-in-law of mine is like? He's endured hardship all his life, but he's never been stingy when it comes to sharing with hungry people. Now move aside. Let me put the cargo in. Just don't get into any trouble and make him any angrier. I still remember how he huffed and puffed when he proposed to his daughter. I thought he was a nice guy who just wanted to help. Turns out he was after my little girl Freya, he said. He said it and he was still mad, so he pulled out his cane. What are you lot chatting so excitedly about? Let's get to work. Dad and I just checked our stock. We still have about 2 truckloads of stuff, mostly dried meat and cheese, plus some butter and herbs. Good thing I caught you before you left, Crate. Need to tell Carla and Trade to send another truck here. 2 trucks? I told you, Crate.
Fine, fine, suit yourself. You're the only newlyweds I know who'd rather give away their whole storehouse before taking any gifts.
It's a catastrophe after all. It's never happened to Karak. No one knows how bad it is. And now is the time for us to work together and help each other out. In Karagander's name.
In Karagander's name. We'll work together and pull through.
Let's go back, Lisburn. The wind's getting stronger. I can't help but have a feeling. A feeling of what? A strange feeling that something's about to happen. Oh, the foreshadowing is so good. No, I must be overthinking it. Go back to Arknights. Some of the newer stories are just chef's kiss. Oh, I know this guy.
Your intuition is as sharp as always.
Hello, Watermelon. Wait, Harold. Is this real? Am I dreaming?
Well, that's certainly an honor. You still remember my name. Looks like you haven't forgotten the time we fought alongside each other.
Please stop making fun of me. What brings you here?
What else could it be? I've heard there's a spot of trouble in Kirek, so I came off to offer some warmth, as a good neighbor should.
Wow, a whole truck of supplies!
A truck? Take another look!
Harold gestures behind him, and Lisburn sees a long procession of vehicles bearing the Victorian crest, stretching as far as the eye can see. Sir Nukes, you have your furnaces turned off. It's that guy! Some warmth, you say?
Well, we're warmer than some other folks, to be sure.
I must emphasize our concerns regarding this matter, Mr. Silverash. We consider Carlin Trade a reliable partner, and Karak a respectful nation. We'd had hopes that the observation station would be the tip of the spear for our mutual understanding and cooperation. I have to say, at the moment, we are disappointed. I understand your Excellency's concerns. Allow me to explain. No, I don't need an explanation. We understand the unfortunate circumstances that have befallen Karak, and we express our deepest sympathies. That is no reason for Karak mobs to attack innocent Colombian scientists. We're seeing verbal abuse of our scientists, promoting hate and xenophobia. We're outraged by Karak's contempt for violation for the safety of other people. Should your government continue to allow the situation to spiral out of control, the Colombian side will take action to ensure the safety of Reen Labs researchers by evacuating them in accordance with our treaty. Regarding the incident of the Reen Labs observation station, Carlin Trade personnel have arrived on site, and we are working to de-escalate the conflict, preventing the situation from further deteriorating. As I understand it, there has been no injury to person or property. Should we thank our lucky stars, or is that public sentiment has not yet reached a boiling point? Should we continue to trust in Karak's ability to stabilize the situation, or should the public outrage dissipate overnight? How am I doing? I'm doing good, Firestar. Thanks for asking. How are you doing? It is a Wednesday, after all, it's midweek, so I'm guessing that most people are kind of like struggling. Don't struggle, it's okay. We're almost to the weekend. You guys got this. Soon. Soon it will be a Friday. Doing great. I got Wizardell. Oh, W. Did you get like the Wizardell altar? Like Wizardell? The fireplace cracks, sending forth a wave of warmth, but there is no warmth in the faces in the room. Yeah? Hell yeah! Congratulations! She's my favorite operator to use just because she's so meta. The Colombian ambassador adjusts her posture and raps the table with her finger, speaking in a calm tone. After Pravnik's altar, I'm so mad! I'm so happy for you, but I'm so mad! I wish that was me! Hello, Asians, welcome in. 你是 Poggy. Thank you very much. You also. 你也是 very Poggy. We respect the professionalism, sincerity, and capabilities that the Carlin Trade has demonstrated in the past. It has allowed our cooperation and scientific collaboration to progress safely up to this point. Now, however, the Columbia's best and brightest are in danger on your land, danger that they never should have found themselves in. Kirag needs to provide a solution, or at least demonstrate a will to resolve the situation.
Your Excellency cannot ask much for a developing country. Consider Kirag's current circumstances. I find Mr. Silverash's performance thus far quite impressive.
I see that Victoria shows great care for her neighbor.
But of course, a kind neighbor should always be ready to lend us a kind hand. Remember the prince of Victorian folklore who gave his golden crown to a foul beast in the snow.
The man smiles with an expression of unnatural benevolence. Feel relieved and satisfied. Hell yeah, that is good. Those are good feelings. He draws out a piece of paper from his pocket and unfolds it on the table.
Here is a checklist for the first catch of humanitarian assistance. Food, blankets, medicine, spirits, sugar, salt, a team of doctors, 2 veteran peacekeeping squads. Excellent, exactly what Kirag needs right now.
This is very generous. Kirag appreciates your kindness.
Not mine. This is the kindness of the Empire of Victoria. Our prince had a heart of gold. He would give his prized sword in the same way he would offer gold and silver. It all depends on what you need and what matter threat you face. There was no need to fear or worry. I'm sure you would make a decision that is satisfactory in all 3 sides of us. After all, survival as an art form in the great realm, is it not, Mr. Silverash?
Gazes beckoning and questioning converge upon the piece of paper, and on the silent young man. What are your thoughts, Mr. Silverash? And Theodis looks at the pushed piece of paper and picks it up. Black and white, neat and clear. There is no deception. Even the names of the squad leaders are listed on the paper, a perfect show of sincerity and pomposity. I have no reason to refuse, do I? As you said, this is exactly what Kirag needs right now. The supplies will keep the people fed. The doctors will help us win more battles against illness and death. As for trained soldiers, I'm sure I do not need to expound upon usefulness. To the question that was interrupted, Madame Ambassador. Kirag vowed to protect the safety of each and every researcher at the station when it was first established. That vow has not been broken. I'm not sure why you were so eager to reach the conclusion that Kirag has lost control of the situation. The Vine Bead Court and Carlan Trade will uphold our end of the bargain. May I ask you to continue to trust in Kirag's ability to deal with your own problems? As for whether the incident at the observation station was an accident or instigated by those with ulterior motives, I believe that time will tell. Very well, Mr. Silverash. I look forward to your show of competence. But I must remind you how important the project is to Columbia. We believe it is to be the parliament of significance to all of Terra. By the way, guys, for those who don't know, Columbia is the US in Arknights terms. So what we have here is the UK, the US, and I'm guessing... where are we? Where is Silverash? German? What is Kirag even? In Earth terms. Therefore, the Colombian side will deploy any means necessary to provide our scientists and their findings. Any means necessary.
Indeed, I too believe that the scientific exploration takes place in Kirag belongs to all of Terra. The Empire of Victoria will do our best to maintain Kirag's stability.
Gotta be Canada, gotta be Canadian! Right? Just because there's a bird there. Of course. This crow's shaking my damn head. Shake my head, my damn head. I'm sure we're all of one mind and matter. Norwegian. Oh, that would make sense. They are in a snowy area. The sun shines in through the window, past the shoulder of the Colombian ambassador, and upon the chest of the Victorian ambassador. He stands up from his chair, his back perfectly straight. The discussion seems to have come to a close.
Such a wise decision. It seems all of us have gotten what we wanted.
Look at this big-ass mansion. Phew. Is the meeting over? The boyfriends! They're together in a room. How long have you been waiting? Half an hour. I made good use of it going through reports while I was waiting. Take a seat. If you want a drink, help yourself. Thank you, but I've already helped myself to the tea that you kept on top of the shelf. It has been there for a little too long. It's finally time to ask you, what's the situation at Rain Labs? They have no insights in the catastrophe as expected. Our people demonstrated enough restraint. There weren't any real attempts at violence. Most satisfied themselves with sighting the Karagander as they held hands. But I noticed there were a few people at the front who shouted the loudest, only to disappear into the crowd when they saw the soldiers. Are you concerned? I'm concerned that this may only be the first incident. The observation station is not the only place where conflict is happening. There have been protests and rallies in the domains of the other two clans, strikes at our factories as well. I'm dealing with it. Someone understands that they can use the catastrophe as a weapon. They know the power of the people's will. A trick that you've deployed before, but the weapon is not in your hand this time. You skipped the part where someone threw snow in your face. Wouldn't it have melted by then? Yeah, it's been a long week past the Yowie. Is that important? It's the only thing that's unexpected. Did you expect Columbia and Victoria to sit you down for a game of good cop, bad cop? Yes. And no. The Colombians' attitude is aggressive. But at the end of the day, it's continued cooperation that they want. The most important thing for them is that the observation station delivers results. As for the Victorians, they're more anxious than we thought. I saw Harold's caravan. I'm sure he's wandering about the streets, telling neighborly stories about his old friends. His wandering should take him to Carlin Trade headquarters in another 20 minutes. He calculated it. He's like, I know exactly where he is on the road right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I suppose you've already signed and received the goods, and I don't suppose we had a choice. The Pelarogs and Browntails will find out soon. As for how they'll take it, let's just say you should be prepared for the Tri-Clan Council. Getting cold feet? I'm used to it. This nonchalant attitude of yours is why people hate you so much. Thank you for the compliment. At the end of the day, however, none of us expected this catastrophe to happen. You can act as inflammable as you like. But don't tell me this disaster hadn't actually fazed you. I don't think you're actually that thick. He doesn't think he's thick, guys. Just kiss already! I know. With risk, however, comes opportunity. It's the first catastrophe that Kirak has seen in 1,000 years. Perhaps it's time for certain things that have lasted 1,000 years to change. And Theodos looks out the window. It had started snowing again, covering the land of Kirag in white. The mountain winds continue to blow. They call it the breath of Karagander, her messenger. It walks every inch of Karag, bringing all its sounds back to her ears. She will tell right from wrong, good from evil, friend from foe, piety from falsehood, medicine from poison, and mirth from tears. She will pass judgment. There is one other thing that you should know. The avalanche caused by the catastrophe destroyed the train station at the foot of the mountain. Strangely, and fortunately, there were fewer people inside the station than expected. It was only in later interviews that we learned that someone had shouted about a bomb in the station, causing the crowd to flee. Who? We don't know yet. But the researcher who disappeared from Marine Lab remains unaccounted for. If they are one and the same, then she had not cleared the borders of Kirag when the catastrophe occurred. She should still be somewhere in the realm. I see. You're the only one I can count on for this gnosis. Find this woman without triggering a response from Marine Lab. You're finally starting to look serious. Should I ask why? You'll learn soon enough. But ideally, one should not have to rely on trick plays in the game of chess. He's always playing chess, isn't he? Lovely neighbors. I like nice neighbors. They gave me baskets of tomatoes. Alright, let's put something down here. You there. For now. He's running! Why are you running? Why are you running? Alright. Oh, not that. Not like this. Here, you go here. Alright. This chicken should just keep running.
One shot, one kill.
Let's just do this. Oh, no! No, 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 no! Let's redo that. That was just practice. I think I need some... We're just gonna bring one singular archer. Cruise!
Hi everyone.
And I'm gonna
I'm
replace...
here to slack off.
I'm here to slack off. What? Maybe I shouldn't be bringing her. Here's Kara. Here's our god deity. This is what she looks like. This is our handmaiden, by the way, the one that disappeared, Kara. For anyone who is wondering, this is her. This is her skin. Her maid skin. Isn't she kind of cool? Let's bring her. Oh, oops, my bad. Where'd you go? How about we just bring OG Praminax? Yeah, no, let's do this. Let's do this. We've got Silver Ash. Where are you? And Zeotis. Welcome in. Welcome into the team. We got Praminax. Where are you? Where's she? Where's you go? Where you go? Praminix. Welcome to the team. Then we got our new archer sniper. Or sniper? Snow Hunter. Then we got our... Not you. But you know what? You can go in there too. Where is she? Was she a... We got Gnosis somewhere as well. That we should probably bring in. Gnosis is a supporter. There we go. Now we have the OG team. No, wait, hold on. She's not part of it. You're not really a part of it. I mean, she's still in the mountains. You know what? Let me just bring her in just in case. Aurora. Oh yeah, Aurora. Do I even... I don't think she could do much for us. She's in the different mountains. I don't think Aurora can, honestly, I don't think she can do much for us. I really don't. Okay, but we are gonna bring a, you know, Christmas Elysium. He will fit. There we go. A just in case event card. If Aurora was level 50, then maybe.
Shh. Don't disturb the beasts.
Don't disturb the beasts.
Oh, so they're all going downwards. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a little bit hard.
Hide your
Go here. All right. Put this in. Actually, you know what? Sure.
For mercy on the enemy, correct?
Are we correct? Take you out. I don't think I need him anymore.
Not yet covered in
Bam!
snow. It was here not long ago.
Oh, I don't have a healer. Oh,
Me.
this will be really fun. I don't want to put anyone in here because I don't have a healer. We're just gonna do this.
Made up your mind?
Made up your mind? No! Never! Thank you for the stretch and hydrate, Danish. Let's just AFK here. Team Winter.
Fresh dung.
Team
Not
Norway.
yet covered in snow. It was here not long ago.
I think we can just do this. Look at this big old teddy bear. I think this is my favorite enemy so far, the round one. Racism in my tower defense game. Yeah, there's gonna be way more.
And
I think that's why I kind of like Arknights story a lot, because they do tackle more controversial topics. They do tap into the deeper, darker tones, and it's more realistic that way. It makes you think. Your takeaway, you have an actual takeaway from this game. The moment you finish the story, you kind of just sit there and you go, huh. Wow. And then you think about it for a whole week and you dream about it. Yeah, they don't do that in Enfield. I'm so sad about Enfield. I had to like drop the game because I'm like, I expected so much more. But it was a lot of Enfield administrator glazing through the entire story so far. Who knows? Maybe there's still a lot of potential for Enfield. It literally just came out, so I'm hoping for more. Blah 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 blah. When the winter nights were long, and there was no food to be found, she walked into the forest to look for seeds. No, not this one either. The word catastrophe doesn't even exist in the old Kiragi language. Is it possible that we truly have never been struck by catastrophe before? Or maybe the ancient people couldn't tell catastrophes from normal disasters and mix the records with others. The snow melt flooded field and pasture. The crops fell to untimely winter tide. Oh no, none of this sounds like a catastrophe. I remember there's another story that she used to tell. When the cold winter night froze the heart of Carlin, the enemy from afar came across the ice. The warrior stood vigil with weapon in hand. At dusk, he saw a terrifying abomination in the mirror-like ice. Radsorn. The warrior ran back to his clan to warn the others, but no one but the warrior could see the creature. Nobody believed his words, and so the warrior began to live in fear. Elder Adso? When did you... I came after morning prayers. I did not wish to disturb you.
so I remained quiet. But I could not resist the urge to speak when you recited a familiar section of the scriptures. I apologize for disturbing you.
It's all right. I just thought you were still handling matters of court. The light is dim. From Enya's vantage point, sitting on a high ladder, the great elder's robes seem to blend into the color of the floor. She cannot see his expression. He must be very busy after taking over as great elder. Is everything going well?
You think too hardly of an old man like me, great saintess. I've spent most of my life here, in the Hall of Writings, and I hardly ever step out of the Vinebead Court, not to mention dealing with matters of court. My only claim to this position is my age, and apart from that, I can only do my best.
Oh, you're too modest. I haven't had many chances to speak to you, but I understand that you're a man of great learning.
You flatter me. The more I study the tomes, the more conscious I am of my own ignorance. We all are, compared to her.
Hi, Nico. Welcome in. Hello, Resident Unk. I have to get used to saying that instead of saying Resident Chunk, because you're no longer a chunk. You're just Unk now. You evolved! No, you're Unk.
But I heard that you have been studying the scriptures for 2 days and nights without rest. So I came to see if I could share the burden.
ABB check? We have Silver Ash on the screen if he counts as an ABB. He's not really an ABB, no. Like bouldering in top rope. I know someone like that. Their name is Cabert. Sometimes they join the stream. It's good timing. I also have some questions that I would like to discuss with you. She closes the scroll and climbs down. The old wooden ladder creaks as it faithfully connects knowledge in high places and the silent ground. Anya walks out from amongst the bookshelves with scrolls in her arms, sitting down by the spacious table that is already covered in open scrolls. This is what I've compiled over the past 2 days. I've searched for any and all records of unusual disasters in Kerag, but I have yet to find any evidence of catastrophes ever having occurred in our borders. And I still haven't been able to find an explanation as to why this catastrophe chose this moment to strike, when there has been nothing particularly unusual about this year's winter. The girl looks up from the scrolls to the Great Elder. However, the old man seems uninterested in the scriptures lying before him. He bows his head, squinting with the sagged eyelids that lie below his white beard. You do not seem to approve of the studies that I have pursued.
No, I dare not be so impudent. You are seeking the truth of the catastrophe, the massive thing that has descended before us, the fear incarnate. Like digging a path through a mountain, or building a bridge over a river, your actions are undoubtedly logical. But to search the entirety of Kerag's history, every little tribulation within fragments, it is an ordeal akin to searching for a grain of salt in the snow by candlelight.
Hi, Replacement. Hello, welcome in. Replacement dead. What happened to your old account? Hi, Dead. I'm not afraid of ordeals. I must find an explanation for this catastrophe. I must.
I understand. You worry for Kerag, and take pity on those affected by the disaster, and I can feel there is some other anxious emotion driving you. But perhaps
This anxiety has made you short-sighted. I never asked you in private, Great Elder Adso. What do you think of this catastrophe that has struck Kirag? I must admit that my knowledge is shallow, and unable to explain the reason behind this catastrophe. But I agree with what you said a few days ago. Kiragander never promised her people that they would be safe from the threat of the catastrophe. And indeed, Kiragander has never made any promises to her people. On the contrary, the scriptures often emphasize that we must not validate her existence through miracles. We believe in her because we believe she is good, that she embodies all that is good. We follow her way such that we can be our better selves. I agree with you, but I fear the public will not respond well to such an interpretation. Indeed, reason and insight are a pair of golden shoes that will take you far, but only if your feet can fit them. Write that down, guys, write that down! The day may come when your path of truth is validated, but it is not today. Then, what do we do? What do we do? That is a question I do not have an answer for. But you were reciting the story of Radsorn. Let us continue. The book on the table records a conflict that occurred over water sources. It is an old story, a common refrain in many civilizations. The Great Elder reaches out and pulls out another book from under it. Dust intertwines with the scent of charcoal from the fireplace, like a piece of amber hovering in the air. The warrior searched far and wide for a way to fight the monster, but even Karagander could not help the warrior kill a monster that could not be seen. And so, she led the warrior back to the frozen lake, and she spoke to him, saying, "The others cannot fight the monster, for they do not see it. Only you may find the way to defeat it." The warrior was enlightened. The heart of Colin began to melt, and winter was driven out by spring. Kiraganda granted her people the final blessing. Her tears froze the enemy, becoming three internally frozen peaks. The first story of the Book of Home in Kiragander has been subject to various interpretations by scholars of generations. The heart of Carlin likely refers to Lake Silbernihers, and some believe that this warrior who heeded the words of Kiragander was the very archetype of saintesses. Opinions differ on the enemy that came across the ice. As for the monster that could not be seen, Radson, a word that has lost its true meaning, and one of Kerag's most famous bedtime stories. Parents tell this story to children who refuse to go to sleep before tucking them back in. How am I? I'm doing good. I'm enjoying the story so far. I actually plan on skipping through the story and just finishing and just playing the mechanics of the game. But I was like, wait, the story's really good. The story's really good. So here I am continuing with this. The name is so widespread. Most people have forgotten that Radson was not an incantation or meaningless babble, but a word with a clear, specific meaning. Many words lose their meaning over time. At one point, Radson was believed to be a loanword that came to Kerag 1,000 years ago, some of the same origin as the word catastrophe. Oh, interesting, guys. Do we see this? Do we see the link between the two, Radson and catastrophe? What if we have to kill a big bad boss at the end of this entire event? His name Radsword. If I recall correctly, Your work in the Hall of Writings involves decoding and translating imported words that have lost the original meaning. A research has, fortunately, borne fruit. He's so cute, guys. Look at this old man. He has such a nice face, right? Like a very kind old man face. And then he's like animal ears, and like, look at his beard. His beard is like radiant colored. Oh my god. The word rad's on has two parts. The short stopped syllable rad and the stiff syllabic syllable son. The fireplace flickers as the great elder draws a line across the page with his finger, leaving a crease of shadow that fades away in a second. Cutting in half a mysterious abomination, the likes of which has never been seen before. The word son is not hard to understand. It translates roughly to something terrifying or unknown monster. And it comes from older sign dialects spoken in X-Ark, which are still used by some of the old generation. It serves as the anchor for exploration. Rad comes from Victorian, sharing an etymology with the word radlith, which means blind or short-sighted. 5 centuries ago, a famous playwright from County Haddock penned a word in his play, The Rose of Shah. Radlith, which means unseeable, a place of darkness. Yes, so you've seen the manuscript and the comments on it. Unfortunately, I was young at the time. I left those comments, and my knowledge deficient. I have pored over many pages in the years that followed, which granted me sufficient knowledge to discover and address the errors of my past. We're all young and stupid at some point, guys. Remember this. Right now, we're all at that point, young and stupid. The room is silent, except for the sound of paper writing on paper, soft as the sound of a tiny bug scrawling across the page. The word reads radsorn, the two etymologically different roots separated from each other, with a circle around rad. It is indeed a place that is unseeable, a place of darkness that one cannot discover on one's own. It means the heart. Then the meaning of radsorn is the terrifying thing in the heart of man. Exactly. The warrior saw his inner demons upon the lake. Others could not see it, because no one else knows of their own fears. And Kiragander was powerless as well, because the only thing that can defeat one's inner demons is oneself. What is truly terrifying is not the disaster that we could see and feel, but it's the monster in our hearts. You are wise, Saintess. The sages realized this thousands of years ago, and now this catastrophe has struck X-Ark. It is also a radsorn, which only X-Ark can see. But now there's no Kiragander to lead the Lost Warrior. Thank you for the follow, Witty Bear. Welcome in. Why do you say so? Kiragander could not help the people fight their inner demons, for she is absolutely good, without the flaws of man. And the darkness that surrounds people's hearts does not exist in her. So she chose a saintess from among the mortals, and bestowed upon her the power to fight Radsorn. And only she is allowed at Karagander's side. The snow washes her eyes, her piety judged by ice. She hears the guidance of Karagander, and cherishes the love of the people. And only she can dig open ice soil and make a path for the people of X-Ark out of their heart's maze, such that Karagander will return to us. This is what the people of X-Ark have believed for centuries, and only the Saintess may atone on their behalf.
on behalf of the children of Karaganda.
The Great Elder places his hands on his knees and bows his head in an imploring gesture. The saintess of the wine bead court sits on the other side of the candle. The flame flickers and the wick grows long. You were proposing a pilgrimage.
It is time for the new prayers. I'm afraid I must take my leave, saintess.
One moment, Elder Adso.
Saintess.
Something you said caught my attention. Thank you for this stretch and hydrate. You said Karagander has never made any promises to her people, in that she does not rely on miracles to demonstrate her existence to her believers. Do you believe that Karagander doesn't exist?
No. Of course Karagander exists. Look at our bodies. Look at our faces. And hear our own language. Every tree and grass, rock and brick in Karag is proof of Karagander's existence. Of course, some hope for divine spectacle from our God to affirm their own faith. But if a God truly stood before us, answering our every call, what need would remain for faith? This is the first thing that every believer should know. For you to bring this up now,
There she is. There's Kara. Never mind. I misspoke. He's so disappointed in her. The old man silently bows and leaves. He disappears through the door, like a speck of dust brushed off a page. Wise words for a wise man. I see you've beaten me here. The two of you summoned me to discuss the disaster relief.
What the hell is this in Antiotis?
Arctos tosses a package bearing the Victorian crest on the table. A supply package containing a day's ready-to-eat rations, as well as emergency medicine.
Don't play the fool! I'm asking why there's so many Victorians in Karag at a time like this. The reporters are bubbling all over the place. Soldiers dressed in workers' garb everywhere, and I saw more Victorians in Bottom Base on my way here. Don't tell me you don't know about this! I'm well aware that Garland Trade has been handing this stuff out.
The Fine Bead Court never enacted a ban on Victorians entering Karag. Besides, Victoria's help had been substantial in our present situation. What could it do to Karag's international reputation if we rejected a country's assistance for no reason at a time like this, let alone expelling our visitors?
Some bloody help! You think we can't overcome the catastrophe on our own without those hypocrites pretending to be good neighbors?
The teacup on the table ripples, sending parts of its contents splashing onto the wooden surface. It faintly reflects the heads of the three clans, like three mountains of different heights. Oh my god! I get it now, guys. Remember when the elder was reciting the story about, the three pillars? About Karagander creating the three pillars from her tears? From the three tears of her eyes? These are the pillars, guys! This is the three leaders of the clans. The three clans, those are the pillars.
Besides, what kind of help can the Victorians bring? Oh, I remember. The man Harold helped, didn't he? Drinking with our people, charging them up, going into the pens, treating the base and delivering new foals. He made the burden base fat and plump. People say he's Victorian, but he's not a bad guy.
Aren't they cute on him? So moe, so kawaii, so cute. Love this guy. Very gatmoe. Like, is that a JoJo reference?
And what happened? What did he do at Lake Serenise? Here, I thought you were supposed to be the smart one, Inciotis, but you couldn't even learn that lesson. I'm telling you, no matter what the Silver Ashes and Brown Towels think, not one Victorian will set foot in Petalok land from this day forth. I don't care about your political goals or international reputation. Don't let the Victorians have their way in Carrick's soil.
Calm down, Arktos. Are you going to fight amongst yourself before you deal with the foreigners? Then, what do you think, Rattatos? The fireplace continues to crackle. Rattatos' voice is calm. The dark rings around her eyes, showing the toll the past few days have taken on her. Have a good lurk, Oblivion. This time, I'm with Arktos. You've dealt with the Victorians the most. You know their ways, especially at a time like this. Victoria does not show kindness to Karak for no reason. The aid could turn into a poison pill at any time. To all this chaos that we've seen over the past few years, but part of it had nothing to do with foreigners. You, of all people, should understand the risks. I completely agree, Rattatos. But we must not forget that, while stagnation may be the least risky course of action at present, it is also the surest way to doom. Sending people at a time like this, Victoria is testing us. They are hoping that we will fall apart on our own. It has taken so long and so much for Karak to finally see the results of reform. To close our doors again at this junction would be to lay waste to all that we've done over the years.
You're set on dealing with the Victorians?
You have my word. Carl and Trade has taken responsibility for establishing contact with other nations. We will handle Karak's relationship with Victoria. How can you be so sure? As you said, Victoria has never given up on exploiting us. Have they ever succeeded, though? That look again. Like you're always in control. Always so sure of yourself. Karak is changing. Not only just the changes that you've brought about, but also the changes brought about the catastrophe. And by progress. Nothing stays the same forever. That's true of your past successes, too. And it's true of the great power's lofty perch. By Karagander, I hope you know what you're doing. I read the script. In the distance, the evening prayer bell tolls at the Vine Bead Court, echoing amongst the pillars.
Sir, Anciotis, the Saints request your presence at the Hall of Lectures. The Saints?
It seems we'll have to continue this conversation another day. Even if we have not reached an accord, do not forget, it was the decision of the Vine Bead Court to open up Kirag to foreign dialogues. To cross the line now is to defy the Vine Bead Court and the Saintess herself. Don't try to keep my head down for some tough words.
But remember this, my eye is open, and I won't allow anyone anything that will harm this land. There's no length I won't go to protect Karag.
Do remember, Sir Anciotis, that your decision affects more than just your domain and your company. The whole nation will be affected. I hope Karag will not pay the price for your pride. No one can make Karag pay, as long as our people remain united. Excuse me. I love politics. Your visitor is here, Saintess. Wait at the door. Do not allow anyone to enter without my permission. Yes, Saintess. What's going on? Oh, there they are. The siblings. Oh, this is so pretty, guys. This is so pretty. Look, it's OG Arknights. Yeah, it's Arknights. Would you hang this on your wall? Wow. For what purpose do you summon me, Saintess? Nothing important. I just realized that it has been some time since your presence last graced the Hall of Lectures. If I'm being charged with impiety, then I have no defense. I will come to hear your lectures every week, once the current crisis has passed. I know you are a busy man, but I have rarely seen you so fatigued. I take it the matters at hand have been troubling. I'm sure you understand that the people have been restless in the aftermath of the catastrophe. There's much to be done. But the Vine Bead Court will only grow busier. Take care. And Siotis gestures under his eyes with his fingers. Enya sees it, but says nothing. The fire burns bright in the fireplace, its warmth reaching the eyebrows and noses of the Silver Ash siblings, warming their pale and alike complexions. They are not looking at one another, but towards a solemn statue. I saw Arctos today. He looked out of sorts as he greeted me. Even Radatos did not seem her normal self. It won't be the first time the three of you have fought. But a situation like this, I haven't seen in a long time. What happened? Temporal matters that you need not worry yourself about. Then, please tell me, what are the temporal matters that trouble Kirag? Is it the Victorians? Yes and no. They immediately sent a large relief effort to Kirag, soon as news about the catastrophe got out. The Colombians also learned about the incident at the observation station, and threatened to send troops to protect and evacuate the scientists. They're paying close attention to this catastrophe, each for their own reasons. So they understand Kirag better than we think. They know well that this catastrophe means to Kirag. The politicians smell chaos, and see it as a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to extend their influence into Kirag. Thank you for the stretch and the hydrate. We know that Victoria has been doing far more within our borders for a long time. They have simply stopped trying to hide it. I have a good guess as to who is behind Victoria's movements. Her plot is not hard to decipher. It is simply the instincts of a politician. If I was in her shoes, I'd agree it would be but another chess piece to move. You know, I don't like it when you get like this. I apologize. You spoke out of turn in this holy place. Why do you keep putting yourself in the plotter's seat? Treating everything around you as chess pieces or bargaining chips. Do you enjoy games like this? This is our reality, one that florid words cannot conceal. If we want to be strong, independent, even sit as equals with the great powers at the same table, then we must play by the same rules. Is this the most absurd part of it? Kirag is not the only country that preaches virtue and goodness. Those politicians, too, play a part of leaders and teachers in their own country. They're hypocritical and deceitful, but they teach their people to be honest and sincere. They're avaricious and insatiable, and they teach their people to be gentle and kind. I ask then, Sir Ensiotis, are the virtues that I preach to the people of Karak as saints and the tenets of the scriptures all lies and nonsense to you? Enya. He didn't call her saintess for once. Oh my god. The fire flickers as a charred piece of wood snaps into twos. My head pats! Thank you very much for the head pat. The name buried for so many years is once again uttered by Silver Ash. Oh, this is so good. Sir Ensiotis, would you have come to me today if I did not summon you with the authority of the Saintess? Karak faces an unprecedented crisis. One wrong step and we may never recover. We need unity more than ever, and the authority of the Saintess is crucial at a time like this. I see you finally recognize the importance of faith to our people. I never denied it. Faith in Karagander is fundamental to us. We cannot even begin to talk about this land without it. Yes, more than one person has said that much to me. But when we view faith from the perspective of gain and loss, have we really paused to think of our history, free from the threat of catastrophe, was a mere coincidence? There is no point in discussing whether it was a miracle or not. What happened happened. The only thing we can do now is to calm the people. On this, at least, we are in agreement. It's not an easy thing. Then I shall begin my pilgrimage as Saintess. What? I set out early tomorrow morning. The news will be known all across Karag by dusk. Was this Divine Beads Court's decision? It was my decision. The pilgrimage takes place in spring or autumn. Has a pilgrimage ever taken place in the middle of winter? Has the catastrophe ever occurred in Karag? We don't have time. You know how dangerous this is. Of course I do, but how else do we calm the people's fear of catastrophe? How do we make them believe that Karagander will forgive the transgressions? There will be no more companion, no temporal possessions, no carriages, no rest. The Saintess shall circle the land of Karag on foot, atoning the sins of all people and praying for Karagander's forgiveness. It will take 3 months, and if all goes well, more than one Saintess has died on the journey. Then why do you... Brother. Oh my god, she called him brother for the first time! The young woman pauses for a moment, then continues like the snow melting into the river, flowing down the peaks of Matterhorn. They are surrounded by warmth, like those winter afternoon naps they took together when they were children. The distant shadows of the past return, trying to find the children who have grown up, find traces of the past on their faces. As Enya of Clan Silver Ash, I never forgave the choice that you made. As a Saintess of Karag, however, I am glad that there is still something I can do. I know it's not just the guidance of faith that Karag needs. Indeed, the misunderstandings about faith have hindered us for too long. The changes that you brought about, The factories, the railways, the trade, and the station that watches the sky are all things that can lead our people out of the prison of the mind. Keurig needs change. You must not stop. What I must do is to convince the people that what is happening is not because they did anything wrong. That there is salvation from their suffering. There is only one salvation in the minds of the people, and only one capable of carrying the burden. I must fulfill my duty as Keurig Saintess. You summoned me to inform me of your decision. Of course. I'm not asking for your opinion. You cannot stop me, nor do you have any reason to. I leave the matters of the 3 clans back to themselves, while I'm away from the Vine Bead Court. Please make the necessary preparations to avoid any trouble. And take care of Encia while I'm away. Don't leave her in fear. The third sibling's just like wandering around. She's not doing anything. Oh, I just noticed this. Enya, Enciotis, Encia. All their names starts with an N. With N. Encia isn't a child anymore. She won't be so easily frightened. I'm more concerned about her! Oh, he's worried about her! It's getting late, Sir Enciotis. You should go and make preparations. Is this an order to leave? If you've understood it, you should act on it. As you bid. I take my leave. Enciotis bows reverently to the Saintess and exits, as he has done so many times before. I love her. Mommy, wait for me! The ball hits the wall of a farmhouse and bounces back to the feet of the boy, who waves at the girl trying to catch up to him. Come on, you're always so slow! He kicks the ball several meters away. The girl grumbles and chases after it. The children are getting some rare free time. In this foothill village with only a couple dozen households, the children, whose parents are too busy to watch, are playing in the center of the village. As you know, the Saintess has become a pilgrimage for our people. The village is her final stop before she ascends the mountain. Remember what I told you? Change into clean clothes, and do not disturb the Saintess when you see her. Am I clear? Will the Saintess really be able to summon Kirigander back to us, Father? My wife is working the city, and I haven't heard from her since the disaster. People in the nearby villages says that Sir Enciotis has put a blockade around the scene, and no one knows what is happening. Do not worry, Bower. That is exactly why the Saintess is embarking on her journey. Kirigander will not abandon any of her children. But all of us here in the village have been abandoned, haven't we? None of the young folk have been willing to stay in the farm since colored trade started the business. Let me tell you, if Bower didn't go lame when he was little. Hey, is this all you have to say when the father and I have been taking care of you since your son left for the city? And I haven't heard a peep from him since the disaster. I'll be damned if I got anything else to say. All right. Let's not argue when the Saintess is present. Bower, you go check on old Carl. He said he wanted to catch a glimpse of the Saintess, even if he had to crawl on all fours. Help me talk him out of the... I see the Saintess, Father! She'll be here soon! What? It's much sooner than I expected. All right, let's go wait by the roadside and brighten your faces. A few dozen villagers line the roadside, turning their faces to the distance from whence the Saintess is approaching. The cleric averts his eyes subconsciously, nervously rubbing his palms with his fingers. He was assigned to this village for the Vine Bead Court 20 years ago, and has never seen the Saintess outside of portraits. The footsteps approach. He focuses his entire attention on his facial muscles, hoping to leave a good impression on the Saintess. Oh!
Mally, you fool! Look what you've done!
What the? Blast it! I forgot about you two! Are you alright, Saintess? Mally, come and apologize to the Saintess! I'm sorry, Saintess! Look how cute she is. It's alright, just a ball. It didn't hurt at all. I still have to continue the ritual. Can you go home? Are your parents here? Saintess! Mom and Dad died a long time ago. Oh, my home is a temple. I'll go home then, Father. Go! I'll have you copying scriptures when you're causing more trouble. I deeply apologize, Saintess. How many children like him are there in the village? I've taken in 9. Some are orphans, well, others entrusted to me by their parents who went to the city to find work. But we haven't heard from them since the disaster. Sages, do you know what's happening with this disaster? When can my wife come back? What did I tell you, Bauer? Has Karagander really abandoned us? Enough! She would never do that. In these days of hardship, we must remember, believe and trust that she is kind and just. I will do my best so that your prayers and the prayers of all of Karag will be heard by her once again. Please, trust me in Karagander's name. By Karagander, she will protect us and protect the Saintess. And after a moment of silence, the villagers bow their heads together behind the cleric in a gesture of reverence. They have chosen to believe. The Saintess nods and departs again. The snowy peaks in the distance awaits.
The light of Carlin was shining on us.
Alrighty. Let's believe and trust that she is kind and just. Let's see if there's anything. Oh boy, what is this? Switch to avalanche trigger system. What? Can I do like one pull? Can I do one singular pull? Before I leave stream? Alright guys. It rubs my hands. Let's go. This is it, right? Yeah, something, right? Pray into one pull! Please!
Doctor, Rhodes Island has done so much for me. What can I say except thank you?
That's not the guy I'm looking for. That's not it. Can I get anything from here? Anything? Any? I just need 200. Literally 200.
I'm
We can do this, guys.
trainee operator.
Okay, I believe. Soon. Pinecone.
Captain of Reserve Op
I'm doing
Team
these
A6.
dailies
Report.
as quick as I can. Right? We're almost there. You could do the operating missions. I could. Do those give me pulls?
I wonder if there's anywhere quite like the salon.
No, there isn't.
bathtub?
No
Never
bathtub.
mind. Just a little joke.
No
Welcome
bathtub.
home, Doctor.
Oh yeah, I didn't get anything. Nothing. Okay. I need 2 more and then we can get something. Visit friend base, complete 10 orders, defeat more enemies. Okay, we just have to do like 1 stage 1 time. 1 stage, guys. Literally 1 stage. Oh, it's such a waste. I can't even do that now. I can't do it. Your annihilations, yeah, that's what I plan on doing. Because I don't have the auto. I need the total proxy. We have to do this fast. We gotta do this really fast. We'll go over... This doesn't really help me. We go over to the friends area. I go see a friend once.
Welcome home, Doctor.
Welcome home, Doctor. Thank you, Amiya. You're ever so kind. How do I go to people's places? How do I visit again? How the heck do I visit again? Am I blind and stupid? I may be. Base, from what I remember. Oh, I remember this now. Reception room. Not here. Is it here? Friends. What? How do people even visit anymore? Oh. Oh, it's the middle icon. They changed it, didn't they? Friend. Oh, that's a cool ass room. This person's place is so empty. What? Oh no, it's not empty. It just hasn't loaded. I don't think I can finish the story alone. Do you want it back for next week? Do you want me to save the story for next week? It's just be a reading stream every Wednesday until we finish the story? Because we can do that. Just one more. Clear any stage with a support unit. Okay. We're going in here. We're going back in here. We're gonna go do this one time. Actually, let's do this fast. Alright, Wizardell.
Where should I clean today?
You're up.
I trust your judgment. You won't lead me astray.
Story time with Ark every Wednesday. It's only if you guys want to. Because I haven't decided what to replace my Wednesdays with
I
yet.
don't want to hide myself any longer. This is the position, right?
We should be able to do with this.
I'm listening. I obey my own heart.
What is this even? For a short time after deployment, greatly increases the avalanche warning index of the avalanche area. Oh. I never used that.
I'll carve my name onto every little
Well,
bit
that would
of
be pretty
iridium
useful.
out there.
Should make him go faster.
The good
Go
news
faster.
is, look at you all! Destroyed half the world, but you never figured out
Story
how to
time
beat
doesn't sound like a
me.
bad plan. I guess for like, if we run of Arknights, I guess that for Arknights there's a lot of story that we can go through. We can do like random Arknights rating streams. Because that's what we did with Enfield. Right? For Enfield, we just read the stories from the weapons. There are so many stories in Arknights, in the archives, in the events. There were so many. So that's something we could definitely do. I could get you guys into the lore of Arknights. We can get everybody to start playing Arknights just for the story. Yeah, all the operator stories, exactly, that too. And I think like for a lot of the 3-star operator skin stories as well, those you don't really need much of a like a understanding of the Rhodes Island lore, of Arknights lore.
Someday in the future,
Thank you for the follow, Wind
I'll
Necro.
have as clear a direction as you do.
Just because those operators, the 3-star operators, they were introduced in the very beginning of the game.
Welcome home, Doctor.
There we go. Alright. Which means now we can go into here, we can go into here. Okay, all that for a single pull. Hell yeah. Where are you gonna start an AK lore channel? Actually, a few of my friends have asked me to do it because a lot of them don't like to
Welcome
read
home, Doctor.
any of the lore. A lot of them skip the story. And I realized that a lot of Arknights players actually skip story too, so I did think about it, but I'm like, it does take a lot of time. It takes a lot of time to do. Alright, here it is. Our single pull. Please. I did all of that just for this. Just for the single pull. Please give me something. Please. Please. I mean it's a 5-star. I'm not complaining. So there's something. This is something. I already have most 5 stars.
I came because the Saintess
There
said
she
you can
is.
treat my disease.
There she is again. No reverse. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, let's go over here. Hi, guys. Ah! Hi, guys. Whatever, it's fine. We'll stick to the screen because I think it's funny. It's the void! It's the void! And I'm rotated. I'm the rotato potato. What happened? I switched screens, but I didn't realize it. It was just the blackness. It's the blackness behind me. The Shadow Realm. Welcome to the Shadow Realm! Yeah, this is me getting tilted. Quite literally, because I couldn't get Silver Ash. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me today. Thank you guys for hanging out in, some background music. Hanging out in my Arknights stream. I hope you guys enjoyed all of that half-assed voice acting, my shitty-ass voice acting, and the reading. And perhaps we'll be back to finish the rest of this next week. I actually don't know if 2 weeks is enough to finish this story. But after the 2 weeks, I will leave it up to you guys to finish it on your own. And this game is free. This game is free. There's also plenty of other, like, story portions on the internet that you can find. It's just that I think this event only lasts for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's 2 weeks and then it's over. So I don't want to drag it on for too long as well. So have a wonderful rest of the day. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Let's go right into someone on Twitch. Let's go see who else is streaming today. Group. Raid channel. Let's go raid into... Oh, this is a new person to raid into. I haven't really seen them stream at this time. We're gonna raid into Obake Pam, who is the VTuber of PlayAsia. She also does a lot of VTuber concerts. She also plays a lot of Nikkei. I would call her the Nikkei VTuber sometimes, just because, like, there's a point in time where, yeah, Pam, yeah, she plays a lot of Nikkei. She also multi-streams. If you guys don't like Twitch, you can also watch her on YouTube. Hell yeah! So let's go over there. She currently, right now, is playing Tomodachi Life, another comfy game. She's drawing herself. Oh, that's really cute. She has a little Obake Pam Tomodachi character soon. Hopefully soon. Okay, let's see. Anyways, bye guys. Bye. Off I go. Bye, 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 bye.